Hello, TikTok!
Hello, TikTok! All of you.
We finally made it to 1,000 followers.
Woot!
So now we can.
You like us, you really like us.
So now we can go live on our thing here. I'm gonna try to keep up with comments. So if you guys talk on our live chat, I hopefully can respond. If not, then oh well. But anyway, it's our first time, so give us a break. We're trying to figure this out.
You popped that cherry.
Oh gosh. So you see down at the other end of the table there, that's Mike, and the red-headed lass there is Bobbi.
Hey.
And Dale is hiding behind her.
Oh.
And there's me over here. You can't see me because I'm operating the phone. And Brad doesn't exist, but he is over here.
I don't exist.
And you see the... it's a pretty narrow view. So
I'm just in off.
I'll just be the invisible voice.
And the priest is Dennis. We're missing Wanda and
I hate it when I do that. Wanda and Raid.
Wade and Rhonda tonight. They are... Wade is hung up with... that's somebody else. Sorry. Hung up with schoolwork. So he won't be able to join us tonight. But for those of you that are interested, we are playing Deadlands Classic tonight.
Yes.
And we're doing some mini mods and some finishing up from a game we played last week. So
Bunnies!
Mike's working on getting our Twitch stream up and running. We're only going to be on Twitch and TikTok tonight because
Facebook, because I don't have a Twitter.
or, I'm sorry, not Facebook and TikTok tonight because Wade runs our Twitch channel and he's not here. So we will have to do that later. Hello, people that are following and jumping in. Good to see you. We're about to get started.
Oh gosh.
Hodor.
Oh, did we ever get the dice mailed off?
I actually contacted Scruffy and told him, like, look, I'm really sorry, dude. I had just a terrible week and I did not get it. And he's like, dude, don't worry, it's all good. Okay. He's like, get it to me when you can. And I said, well, we just reached 1,000. He goes, yep, I'm hoping to win that one too.
Come on.
Go, man.
Go
Go,
for it.
man.
Just
Go,
Scruffy
man.
Jedi. That's
You
Scruffy
already
Jedi.
won. You already won. So
But
no
it's a different
no,
publisher.
I should
Right.
post on the Facebook page one moment here. I'll be.
So Dennis, if you want to monitor Facebook, I will monitor TikTok.
Well, I okay.
Let me get off my personal account here. Whoops, wrong button.
Wait, we are or are not doing Facebook?
We are.
Yeah.
We are doing
We are.
Facebook.
No
Facebook
Twitch.
and TikTok.
Never mind.
No Twitchy.
I don't have the password.
We saw a doctor, no twitching.
Oh, wait, I can't. Wait a minute. I need to go to my other personal account to respond to that. Shoot.
And Twitch.
No Twitch.
No
No
twitch.
Twitch.
Learning curves. Learning curves.
Facebook and TikTok block.
Yes.
All right, let me look down my. Oh, look, Raconteur Society.
That was not product
And
placement.
we
I'm
are
sorry.
live.
Make sure you grab it. Mmm.
Nothing like a yummy pot noodle. Mm.
Was there a limit?
Huh?
Is there a limit to how many spells and stuff like that characters can have? No, there is no limit.
Nope.
Okay. Just when they're starting
Just
out.
your starting character has your limit, and then you can go from there.
I don't know why I'm actually starting to see stuff that's actually really interesting now.
Oh. Quit looking at my butt.
And it's twice. You pay twice what you paid.
For the hindrance.
For the hindrance.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, it's only
I
twice.
thought it was more than that.
Yeah. So I guess I will talk to one of the two of you, but I'm thinking about buying off of
Crisis.
yeah, Crisis of Fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that comeback you had last week. I was
Well,
like,
no.
Especially having the Holy Relic and all the stuff you've just done. It's
Well,
like,
yeah. And then my main thing is because we saw the portal
Yeah.
and we see what's coming out of it,
Yeah.
you know, and then of course the story with you guys having gone to the hunting grounds, and then just the other stuff with the abominations and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like now he kind of sees this whole thing with the war and his stuff. It's not because of God, you know. It's
Yeah.
because someone else is playing the game.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And so for him now, it's it's time to get back with God and fight back.
Yeah. I totally
Oh,
agree.
God. I just like that response. I go, don't you worry about my faith. I was like,
That chair's in the way.
I posted
You
on
can move
Facebook
that.
that Twitch will not be on. I'm not, for some reason, I'm not actually signed on to Twitch. I can't figure out why I can't do so. So,
Yeah.
If somebody
We'll
can,
get all that stuff straightened out eventually. Once we can
well,
get some.
I'm just saying, if someone can post on the Twitch.
Oh yeah,
the fact that the
I don't know how to
remote
get on it either.
I
It's a
can't do it
conundrum.
on my phone.
Trying it on there, I don't know.
Don't. Just do Facebook, man. We're good.
Yeah, forget Twitch and just do the Facebook. So
Yeah.
Well,
We won't get to the gaming until 9 o'clock tonight, and then I gotta leave. So.
This one. A few ones.
Gonna hold it around the microphone. It's a landslide. Those are monster Cheetos.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they have both kinds in there. They got the little bitty ones, and then the big puffed ones, and we got cheese balls. Don't forget, we got a whole bucket of cheese balls over there. Have not been opened up yet.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah, I found a bucket of pork rinds the other day too. I almost bought it. But...
Bobbi, could you get up and just turn on the micro machine Star Trek Star Wars?
I can do it.
Okay. The cord is right on the backside. That's where the switch is.
That's where mine is too.
I was yanking on the wrong thing.
Damn it, Bo.
I was okay with that too, but
I wonder where I got all that money.
they just like you, Bo.
You got that all set up. I think I'm gonna have to clean the darn thing again. At least the outside. The
Yeah, we need to
inside
get the-
can't really be dirty because the door's been shut all this time.
Move the pudding over a little bit.
Oh, you'd think that, but you know how the inside of your lamp things always get funny.
How did it get in there?
Pardon me.
I'm trying not to sing.
You can sing. We just can't play any music.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can sing on it.
Because that last song in the car is still stuck in my head.
Yeah. Body.
Country head banging.
What was the other one?
Country roads. Take me
So it's banging in my head.
Like being banged in the head.
That is not it.
Felix's library.
oh, that's why I was looking at intervention.
Hang in there, TikTok. We usually do a big introduction once we get everything up and running.
Me and Earl was hauling chickens on a flatbed out of Wiggins, and we'd
What is
spend
that
all
guy's
night.
name? Oh,
Give him a call.
okay. I was
Same.
just thinking that.
Same as Convoy, same as
Oh, God.
Wilderness. Oh, okay.
Where was that?
Me and Earl was hauling chickens on the flatbed out of Wiggins, and we'd spend all night on the uphill side, a 37-mile hill called Wolf Creek Pass, which is up on the Great Divide. We were sitting there sucking on toothpicks and eating knee-highs and onion soup mix, and I said, Earl, let's mail us a card to Mother and send them chickens on down to the other side. Yeah, let's give them a ride. Wolf Creek Pass away upon the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side.
I know one that'll get me and Brad both going.
Wolf Creek Pass away upon
You
the
know
Great
what I'm
Divide, trucking on down.
Probably
the
about the
other
only
side.
song I can remember words from too.
Go ahead, start. He'll jump in.
Now, here's a little story you got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well.
He didn't even hesitate.
With history with that rocket, C.A. and me, Mike D.
See?
The whole song.
All honky all the time.
I didn't say I did it well.
WHNKY radio.
Lame-o.
Oh, by the way, TikTok, we're in 18 plus feet. I should probably put that on there.
Mm.
Oh, well.
Just in time for the second chorus.
Right.
Or verse, yeah. We're grabbed on the shifter and stabbed her in the first gear, and the couple of boobs with 1,000 cubes and the 1948 Peterbilt screamed on by. We woke up the chickens. We roared up off of that shoulder, spraying pine cones, rocks, and boulders, and sent 400 head of Rhode Island Reds and a couple of Bird Eye Roosters on down the line. Look out below, because here we go. Ooh, okay, third verse. Ah.
Same as the first.
No,
Slightly.
third verse is not the same verse.
Dale, would have I ever gotten any blessings?
Yeah, you have 6 in faith, don't you?
I can't use it. No, but you can still collect them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what would I have gotten? How much would I have gotten? Because we've never did. I probably read it once and never. Look
Yeah.
back at
Well, I don't know. Let me take a look at it if you don't mind. Refresh my memory.
It's all the way there in the back. But yeah, I don't have the 6th faith yet.
Right. Because those are divine interventions, right?
Yeah. But it might be a good idea to keep track of how many blessings I could, that I should have.
But I remember for Job, I just had to wait until I got to 6, and then I picked one that fit.
I think, well, unless I'm not reading it, I thought you have to have a blessing, though. And then you use those blessings. Is that
You
how-
do. It's called that.
Yeah.
Bless my soul.
Because it talks about keeping track of your blessings. And the blessing is whenever you participate, lower your fear level, but you also have to do the telltale too.
Right.
So I figured I at least got one because we did
Yeah,
the
you
one
got
with the
one.
banjo.
You got one.
So Bobby, it is 10 hours a day, all week this week, and on next week. But we just got official notification, no Saturday this Saturday, the Saturday after service. Yes, I am free and ready to go for the Whopper fight for the
Nerf Wars?
The Nerf Wars.
Yes. We got Nerf Wars for the library this Saturday.
What time?
You can start at noon.
Is it 11 or no?
Start at noon.
I'll have to see if I can get away from the farmer's market by then.
Okay.
It ends at
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
keep
we
track
just-
of your blessings. And you've got one at least.
We'll have Dennis, me and Dale, and Belle said she'd go. We just need to help watch the kids.
Right. Help wash the kids. Right.
Make sure they're playing by the rules. Some of those kids got rules on it.
It's all teenagers, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah.
You know.
Pretty much.
So you do a PSA after Facebook is
I have an idea.
some of our viewers are local.
Some of our viewers are loco.
All of our viewers are loco.
There's a
Oh,
gap.
did I say that?
There's a gap right next to you in the video, so I'm thinking. Let's see what that looks like.
It's mostly
Did the
there.
phone get closer?
He tilted it down.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we got a gift. Thank you.
We did?
Wow.
Hey guys, thanks for giving us whatever the hell that is. We have no idea. We've used to be on TikTok before.
Thank you.
Quick, go on the mailbox. Take a look.
I love presents.
I'm not sure what that is, but we got gifts of some type
Cool.
from sperm.
Whoa! I think that was given to the wrong.
Sperm burger.
Spunky Burger or something? Or?
No, not Spunky Burger.
Herbert burger.
Then Spermbert 69.
Oh!
Spermberg?
Burp. Burp.
Spermberg.
Thanks for the gift. We will return it promptly.
Can I borrow some toilet paper? No, really, you can keep it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want it back. Yeah.
Are you returning a sperm burp? Come on. You're scaring me.
Thanks for that.
You sent us fire and gifts. I don't know what's going on here.
The gift of fire.
Oh, fire food. That's not really coming into frame
I'm
very
supposed
well.
to swallow the fire.
Not with all the stuff that's popping up.
We got sent cake and fire and presents.
Yeah, is that what all that stuff
Maybe
is
the fire is
popping
a candle for the cake.
Maybe the cake's on fire.
Maybe we're fire!
Maybe the presents are on fire because it was a piece of cake to do it.
And now we got sent a flowers and a heart and lollipops and
Thank you.
Well,
thank
now
you.
we gotta find the owl to find out how long it takes to get to the
Yeah,
center of the
right.
lollipops. 3. 3.
so now let's see how long it gets to the middle of the sperm burger.
What? How long it takes to get to the middle of the sperm burp.
Ew.
Oh, Lord.
My.
Hello, Norman Wine. Norman Wine has just joined us.
Hey, cool.
Norman wine?
Welcome.
We're trying to get going. Our,
What's
our,
going on down there,
our
man?
Facebook's
I'm having
taking.
trouble. Facebook's having issues tonight.
You fired Facebook.
You fire Facebook.
Some good hexes. I have to save up for one. I forget which one. I can increase my quick draw.
A quick straw.
Yeah.
New 19.
I can conjure 3 bullets out of thin air. I think I like the liberated ammo. Liberated ammo. Minimum hand magically swipes from the target.
You're gonna do a
Every hand above takes another bullet. So I can take them out of someone's gun and put them in my
The
gun.
first 3 chambers. That way they go click.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. Sorry.
Click, click.
Yep. Exactly.
Bam.
bam.
Bullets materialize in the shooter's hand, pouch, etc. That's awesome. That one might be, but it's a hand. Your hand is minimum hand is jacks.
As in a pair.
Yeah, pair of jacks. Queens.
Just jacking around with the opposition.
You're gonna do a brief little
Yep.
introduction, right? Or a
Story so far.
story
Yeah.
so far.
Of course.
Okay. I'll just pop outside.
You having a cigarette?
Shh, don't tell everybody.
Sorry.
She's smoking camels.
Real camels is the sad part.
According to last week, it's
They couldn't get away from us.
Yeah, last week was camel toe.
You'll smoke a camel toe.
I'm gonna join you for a bit.
You know what? Might want to grab my bag.
Oh,
Bag grabbers.
whole bag or you just need your?
Grab the whole bag.
That's what she said.
saying I have to allow for the my web browser to use the camera, but I don't know where that is at. Your browser is not allowing Live Producer access to your camera. Go to browser settings and allow camera permission. So where is that? Do you know, Rob?
No.
Go down at start, perhaps, and go into settings.
Well, it's my browser.
It's within the browser.
What browser are you using?
Chrome.
Chrome. Okay, it should.
Can
you get into?
Up in the
Hold
upper
on,
right hand
hold on.
corner, the 3 vertical dots.
Maybe I think it's because. Let me go back. Let me go to.
As you can see, we are working on it diligently.
Yeah, TikTok. We're trying to get Facebook to go live. So hang with us, please.
We're experiencing technical difficulty.
Every week, it's a technical difficulty. Like you say, if you need to, well, no, you can't do that because it won't get. Never mind. Hello, Bubba Sutton 8. Welcome to the feed. We're getting ready to play some Deadlands. We reached 1,000 followers on our TikTok, so we're now live, and we're going to do a 1,000 follower giveaway that we keep talking about doing. And when the rest of the group gets back, we will discuss what we're giving away for 1,000 followers. We don't want to talk too much about it right now because we want to get our Facebook up and running, our Facebook Live. So hang in there. Thanks to everybody for joining us so far.
Salute!
What is this? Something red popped up.
Something red?
Oh, that's nothing. We are brand new to going live on TikTok, so bear with us while we get that straightened out too. I think we're doing okay with it so far, but. Me thinks I need a fruit roll up. Yes.
Got Twizzlers down here. Got Twizzlers down here.
That's okay. I've gone live on my personal account a couple times at night just to kind of learn, try to figure out, what it does. It's not too difficult to go live on Facebook. The hardest part is doing it through the computer. I got to do what same thing he's doing down there, basically with TikTok. If we're going to use a camera. Now we have fruit roll-up cam. Doo-doo-doo. Anyway.
Pride roll-up. Multicolor.
Almost. But pride flag is red and yellow. Only. Isn't that the Navy flag for... Facebook told me to restart my computer.
Okay.
I see. I had that one other time I was here. It wouldn't go live no matter what, and the next time it was fine.
Yeah, it's weird, man. They get strange settings changed. If you do any type of updates on the computer too, it can tend to.
My wife was using the Cricket on it too, so I could have messed with something. So
I have that other computer with me if you wanted to use it. I didn't know.
No, I can't use that though.
Okay.
It's got that USB 3 port. So.
I think we can use the TikTok camera on that one though, because it doesn't require the.
Okay.
That camera doesn't require a 3.0 thing. I need to use the restroom, so while they're smoking, I'm going to go do that.
Yeah.
They say it's taking a long time to restart. So.
Knees go crunch, crunch, crunch all the way down the stairs.
I'm flatulent. I'm wearing it.
Huh? So TikTok, this is our mascot Steve. It's Steve the gaming dinosaur. He hangs out over here. Hello. Falls over all the time. Steve takes an active role in things every now and then.
I drank too much fermented berries.
Introduce TikTok to Steve. Steve to TikTok, I mean.
Oh, Steve. Come on, Steve. Don't lie.
Are we still working on Facebook?
Yeah,
I
maybe
believe so.
restart the computer. Facebook did.
Wow. Still another Cheeto. Those are good.
Cheeto thief.
You know that you know.
See, I'm wondering if we
Super Bowl.
place this. That's what I thought. It would block out everything on the table. no idea if anybody's even watching or not, besides me, but that's all right. People will file through.
We got gifts. Maybe that means they're watching.
Now, one guy went crazy, or person, I should say. I don't know. It could have been a girl, a guy, or a girl, guy, or a guy, girl, or a knot,
Llama.
or whatever. A day,
A day.
a llama.
I'm sure I reloaded my guns. See all these numbers. If you want, you can erase them.
Well, it's still the same night. So as far as I know.
Well, since TikTok is now live and new, why don't you guys go around and tell them a little about your character for the game tonight?
Okay.
Right up. You go on Facebook.
Bex, you can start if you like.
Oh.
Just look right in the camera. Let the red dot be on your forehead.
I don't see the red dot.
You won't. My name is. Oh shit! No.
Happening now, Deadlands Live.
Okay,
Okay,
finally.
we got the feed, yay!
We have volume.
Just a moment.
And to reboot the damn thing. What's going on, man? People around the world seeing me be stupid.
We'll do our massive intro and then we'll do.
I just did a massive intro in my chair.
in my pants.
In my pants, there's a massive intro. Would you like me to introduce it? This is Henry. This is Steve.
Hey, that's Steve.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
You called me a piece of
Steve was one of your testicles. Oh my god!
You're my son. My son.
I'm Steve, the fruit of Mike's loins.
And I'm so proud.
Smell
You ought to know. Don't even ask me what happened with the mom. Okay, we won't even go there. It was a long night.
I'm extincty.
Very good. Very good.
Yay, I got a dice thrown at me.
Yay.
You do your character intro?
Hold
Did you
on.
still want to do
He
that?
was going to do the big intro. And then...
Oh, okay.
Dennis is making sure he can hear and see and all that first.
You hear us okay?
I had to reset the page.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
You hear me now? Now. Now? No. Brown cow. Can you hear me now? Oh, good. That's a yes.
No.
That's a no.
Frick.
Is that Facebook?
Yes.
Testing.
Trying not to sing.
You can sing. We just can't play any music. That's way back.
Wow.
That's this though. It must have been going live the entire time that you were fixing it, because that was the conversation
Well, why is it
had.
now
That was
just
like 20 minutes
broadcasting?
ago.
Right.
Headbanging.
Oh wait a minute. No, that's when you first started going live.
Is that could unplug? Plug? You unplugged it.
Oh, what did I do?
Just hit the switch. No. Turn it back on. There we go.
Is it on?
It's on now.
Okay. It's on now?
Yep.
Good. Okay. I will just scoot this away from my chair.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a technical difficulty.
You are a technical.
Gremlin
I
powers
am
activated.
the epitome of a technical difficulty. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's not popping up for the live, so.
Question, Dale.
Yeah.
Do you remember benediction?
Yeah.
Is it? It says it wipes the first wound level that anyone receives. So if he receives 2 separate wounds, it's 1 wound from each.
Ouch. I believe so.
It just can't do simultaneous wounds,
Right.
or if it's more than 1 wound, it only cancels the 1.
Right. If you, I think if you take a wound to the arm, and a wound to the leg. They're both. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. A wound is only cancels the one. Right.
Now we're live.
Okay.
Okay.
A wound to the arm and a wound to the leg.
Welcome to game night! That's 6:45, no big deal. 6:30-ish or
Thanks for being
6:30.
patient if you are. I'm sure about 6:30, like, I'll forget it.
So,
Used to by now.
so hey, Facebook, we're on TikTok live now too. Our TikTok page reached 1,000 followers this morning.
Thank you, TikTok.
Yes, thank you. So TikTok over here is set up kind of like a gamer at the table. The shot is towards the DM and across Bobby's chest. So
Sweet.
perfectly set in place.
Okay, yeah, we're
In boob vision.
Boom vision.
doing
Whew.
cramp.
So tonight,
Oh, it's cramp. It's a cramp.
tonight we are finishing up stuff from our last Deadlands game, and we're gonna do some mini mods and things to kind of enjoy the night.
We must send the promenade.
And we are missing Wade and Rhonda in our Twitch stream tonight, so we will not be on Twitch. So if you are waiting for us,
up in the middle of their ship. Yep.
if you're waiting for us on Twitch, we will not be there tonight. We're only on TikTok and Facebook. So, question being, remember they're saying that we're going to give away something when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, so we can live stream on TikTok. We have decided what our 1,000 follower live stream will be, and it is confirmed that we are definitely giving away Mike. Our 1,000 follower live stream. Whoops, excuse me. No.
Let me repeat that.
You heard that right, folks.
So what we're going to give away is Mr. Dennis over here, the priest, is a
Papercraft.
crafter connoisseur especial guru. Hence the dice towers you see on the table. That's one of his creations that we utilize every now and then.
I bought the PDF. I constructed it.
Right. He is going to help donate a horde of goblin figurines that are 2D for whoever wins the 1,000 person giveaway. So next week,
2D standees, probably 25 millimeter.
right? And so next week we will get down to doing the giveaway. We will do it kind of like we did the last one, where we pair everyone down into certain groups and then roll between those groups and then go on from that. So tune in for that. We'll do that first thing when we get here before Mike gets set up and everything, so nobody can see it.
Yeah, so be here at 9.
Be here at 9 p.m. No. Probably do the drawing around 7
Hello.
p.m. So again, welcome TikTok people. Hello Facebook people. And here we go. Shooby dooby.
All right.
Sue says, "Hey guys."
Hi, Sue.
Hi Sue.
Hello,
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she commented on my post, the live one. I went live before everybody got here and was saying, "Hey, we got 1,000." And she's like, "You guys are early." I'm like, "No, it's not us."
No, we're never.
No, you know it's not.
Only half as early. Half of us is early.
No, Mom, we're not. Or trust me, it's Rob has access to the social media accounts, so he went on and let everybody know what's going on. But
All right. So what are we doing here? Am I recapping?
we're done. Let's pack up and go home. All right.
Yay!
I need to do rewards.
Recap,
Yeah.
rewards,
Okay.
Japanese.
So
Say recap, I guess first, right?
Well,
Yeah.
we kind of remember what's going on.
yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, you guys, for you on TikTok, if you're still paying attention, who knows? Pretty much these characters. Brad purchased a bar called the Broken Banjo. Is trying to turn it into a kids center. Unfortunately, the place had a very stated horrible past, and the past is coming back to haunt the new owner and the cast that is here. They met their new neighbor, which is this Egyptian mad scientist who lives in an old theater next door. While there, one of his inventions nearly blew up. And unfortunately, you guys were able to help turn that down. He found out that the not Smith and Warriors, but
Hellstrom Industries.
Hillsman Industries wanted him to come work for him. He said no. you guys went outside. There's a large mob where Bex, his character, came stumbling down the hall, watching this group from Holy Rollers come and basically try and oust out the evil out of the Broken Banjo. Little they know, the new owner was actually a priest, and come to find out that priest was a guy who frequented this bar and did a few sinning of his own. And Brad, being a reverend as he is, was able to purify the truth out of that man, and they took him to the jail to have him arrested. In the meantime, Bo, my character, shows up, but he's limping on the wrong leg. And everyone seems to start noticing that it really isn't Bo. There's a confrontation. He turns into this evil cultist guy who tries to kill off the PCs. He tries to get away, but luckily he is thwarted and shot in the stomach by Rob's character at the last minute, knocking him out.
Bow!
Similar to that, yes. And anyway, you tie him up, find out he has kidnapped Bo and has him at his father's old church outside of town. And turns out he was using his hexing powers, which are basically he's a sorcerer, and masquerading as a priest in town, trying to ruin their names, coming to this bar and, well, doing some bad stuff. And so the PCs decide to go out there and find out what he's been doing and rescue Bo. Meantime, they find out that this here priest is pretty much part of a cult, which is something like Call of Cthulhu, which are like these other dimensional beings trying to come through. And that's called Manitows in this world. He had started to summon one in a gateway there, and using people hanging up from the ceiling, and each time he brought a victim there and hung them up, it helped strengthen the portal. Well, he almost had it formed, and Bo and a nice little Asian lady, and the last one was going to be his father, who he had up there, almost was completed. But you guys thwarted that. Unfortunately, one of the big Manitow creatures had enough strength to come in somewhat into our world and decided to attack the PCs. Luckily, Brad came load for bear along with all the other PCs and started whooping some butt. Unfortunately, Bex and the other character, Rhonda's character, I can't remember her name. Betty. Fortunately, failed their guts checks. Now you roll the guts checks if you're going to like poop your pants or run out of dodge. If you fail your thing, well, unfortunately, the girls failed it. Now poor Bex here has the whole place smelled like rotten fish. So now anytime she sees fish, she's going to go loco. So you never invite her to a fish fry, or you're going to have a hell of a night. And poor Rhonda's character now has a permanent smell of fish in her hair. And
I'm glad I didn't get that one.
Yeah. So luckily,
Wait,
though,
so now the two of them can never be together.
that's right.
That's where you got to do social distancing.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone will social distance. Basically, you guys were able to
Smell
kill the
something?
creature and close the portal, thanks to Rob's character pulling some dynamite after he got Rhonda's character out of the way, blew up the bodies, knocked them from the ceiling, shut down the portal. What was left of the creature who was dying got sucked back into the hunting grounds. So, they went and found Bo unconscious, butt naked, and undid his bonds, and basically that's kind of where we left off. And everybody was going to head on back to town, if I remember correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody gets a white chip for participating with the priests. Out
Yay!
the street. Brad, you get a red chip for bringing him out, and showing everybody who he was.
Do we even have red chips?
It's on paper.
It's on paper.
Chips are what you use to advance your character, help your rolls, and do other fancy dancy stuff. Like experience points in D&D in a way, but we have bounty points too. As for the rest of the adventure, pretty much you guys were able to. Brad, you get a legend chip for vanquishing the creature.
Ooh, nice.
Another legend ship.
Add it to the pile.
And Rob, you get a blue chip for shutting the portal.
Yay! Thank you.
Everybody else does get a red chip for getting there and helping put it all down.
Another one for me, or is that just for everybody else?
That's yes, you get a red chip.
Another one.
Yeah.
Red chip. running outside.
Yep, you got there. And I can't remember. Do you kind of do both on bounty, or do you just do chips, or how do you kind of do it?
I usually do a little bit of
I do a mix. I do a mix. I use the chips for the real important stuff, and then I use bounty for like clues and finding and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it depends on how. I don't go crazy. Usually, if you're just like a small adventure like that, you should only get like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
At best.
I was thinking 3 for everybody for the whole thing.
Well, don't forget we're getting chips too, though. So.
Right.
Oh, you mean including chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the chips you just gave us for the mob.
Yeah, I'll give everybody 2 bounty chips because you actually stopped
2 bounty points.
2 bounty points in addition because you basically you found you because you'll find out with the paperwork he was planning on ruining the whole Holy Order of Memphis and basically bring that down and bring up the fear level, and then what he was going to do was turn his church there into a place and bring more people in and start feeding the Manitowoc people as they came out for an actual religion. So he had a large plan going forward. It does show that he was trying to corrupt these things. They had dirt on stuff he had turned into the paperwork. So you see that there's actually been stuff sent to the newspapers and some other stuff nobody's really dealt with and some other important people that he was masquerading as. So as you look through all his documents, that part of the place didn't fall down. When you look through all the paperwork, you find he was basically starting a blackmail system of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just keep looking over there. I don't know.
I know I'm pretty, but you gotta stop. Oh, creepy. Nightmares now.
See, I did act I'm curious. And
Masturbatory nightmares.
With the ladies.
yeah, I'll give you a white chip for real.
I'm so scared.
Oh yeah, you want to go over?
Y'all missed
we'll go
that.
over that. Brad?
They didn't.
They got a full beer.
I had Crisis of Faith. None for that.
Oh yeah, we gotta do our hindrances. So.
Cautious. Not really.
No,
Heavy
not this
sleeper.
time.
Not
You were
really.
like clang, 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 go your balls.
Lame. Not really. I don't know.
You're not lame anymore. You're pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
What about you, Mr. Rob?
I have. We're looking at hindrances, right?
Yep.
I'm good, thanks. I didn't use any.
Well, I mean, was there anything that
I don't even have any.
You don't
You
have
got
any?
I bought them off.
Oh,
Sand. Is sand a negative?
No,
No,
that's
that's
an
an
edge. Edge.
I don't have
you
any.
get punched in the face, you just kind of get
Yeah.
mean.
I bought the only one had left off. So
What about you, Boo?
What did you have?
death wish.
Was that
I
the only
have-
one you had, or?
Curious, heroic, loyal,
Yeah, I had it 5.
obligation.
I didn't take anything more past that.
Well, I'll give you
Or no, I had a couple of them.
white chips.
Well, I definitely use curious and heroic.
I was gonna say you could cut it down up to 10.
Well, white chip I did.
I know I did.
I can't have it.
I bought both of those
I'll
off
convert
though.
them to bounty, so white chip is one.
Because
so
one
you
was
get 2 more.
Night Terrors, and one was Night Terrors, the other one was the Death Wish.
Okay.
But
What about you, Crash?
I got Mean as a Rattler, Wanted, and Vengeful
Well, you did shoot the guy.
in the leg.
I'll give you a white chip.
White chip. Yeah.
But yes, you do see he was in the middle of a master plan for that, and he does seem to have quite a few people. Some of the names you kind of recognize from the former owner's book. It was in Spanish, but some of the names you recognize in the book, you see in his book. So with those 2 books, you might give him some time to figure stuff who's out and what's going on, and you have the actual evidence or whatever you need.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some higher up people, it looks like, of the city who did tinker with that establishment.
Okay.
So it's not just this guy, but he propagated a lot of stuff himself. But there are others if you wish to use that later.
Okay.
Do we have time to spend some points if we want, or
Yes,
are we going
so
right
like I said, once you get Bo around, basically you'll find out from Bo he had gone down to the local magistrate and talked to the judge and all that sort of business, and pretty much it was an easy process to get the whole situation, and I'm going to increase his law with my experience. What is that at? What's 2?
we get chips for the adventure?
Do Do you have red chips?
Yeah, no, we need.
2.
And the most chips you can have is 10. So if you go over 10 chips, you got to
Total.
trade.
Yeah. And there's a
Total.
you can only have 5 of blue, 5 of red,
right.
and 7 of white. At any
I
one time.
need 1 white chip, 1 red chip, and 1 blue chip. But I'm going to give chips back because I'm over.
Okay.
I just haven't decided what I'm giving back yet.
Okay. Well, I got them. Here, just pass them down.
Legend Arcane chips don't. I never really thought about that, but Legend Arcane chips don't add to that. To the chips.
No, not for your total chips then. And if you were to trade in the legend chips,
Wait, I got
I
10.
think is what I'm going to do with that one.
Am I short some? Wait a minute here. I got 3 whites, 3 reds, and 4. I'm right at 10. Never mind. I had 12 for some reason. I'm right at 10, so I'm not giving anything back. I'm keeping it. Leave me alone.
Two Beauregard guards. You got 2 Beauregards? You cloned yourself? Hold up. Must be an original one.
So to raise a, not an attribute, but a, like I want to raise my quick draw to the next number, I have to give brownie points equivalent to,
for the actual
next
skill,
number.
right,
it's
What's your-
whatever number you want to go to.
it's 5 right now.
Oh, well, that's different though if you go over
Yeah.
5.
If you want to go to 6,
Yeah.
it's twice. So
It's
it's 12
12.
points to go
Okay.
to
Yeah.
6.
Otherwise, it's just the next one up.
But to buy a new one, it's just 1 point, right? Like if you
Yeah,
want to,
if you want to buy a new one, it's just 1 point. From 1 to 5, it's just the next one. So at 2,
Oh,
it's
okay.
2,
And then
3 is
you-
3, 4 is 4. But
four,
once you
5
want
is-
to try and go
5 is
above
double.
5, it's
Right.
double. And is there a cap on? There's not a cap on that, is there?
It's capping your ass.
Not really. It's just. So if you
When
want
do
to
you start
7,
doing the +2s and stuff like that, though?
D12.
D12.
Oh, that's just on your on the
On
D12.
the- yeah,
part. That's
so
on the
on
die type. Okay.
And to raise the number of dice is twice the new number, and to raise the type of dice
It's 3
is
times.
3 times.
3 times, right?
Would you be opposed if I raised my strength?
No, makes sense.
Because I've probably been working out and stuff like that,
Sure.
getting ready for when we open
Gotta
up.
teach
so I
them
can beat
kids
up
how
on
to
the
feed each
little
other.
kids.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where's strength at?
So that is.
That's over under spirit.
Hmm.
Spirit, strength, and vigor.
Now there's a line underneath strength. What does that attribute to? Is that there's like a specialty?
If there's like a special like strength feat or something any skill you can think of that involves strength,
Like
splitting
fling
wood,
craft.
you know,
Huh?
fling craft.
Fling craft. Big
Fling crap.
That might be dexterity.
It might be. But a big pile of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we-
Lift some shit.
Like we do every Tuesday.
It's all that bull.
Oh.
Shovel shit would be a good strength
Yeah.
skill.
Super.
Super shit.
Super shit.
Okay, so
Could I take a 1 in mad science just because I was paying so close attention to all the stuff in the
You
theater?
got to buy
If
arcane
you wanna raise that.
back.
You gotta
background.
buy arcane
Oh.
background.
6 points.
So no.
Now you can go to him and ask him, and he might be able to train you and start that sort of stuff. Yes.
What about science?
You need. Yes.
Yeah, you can still buy science. You can
You
even
still have to get.
You have to have an arcane background to buy science too, though? Or?
No.
But you will have to have levels in science to basically be able to do your mad science.
Yeah.
So what
yeah.
is it? What underneath the science precursor then? What would
Like
you need to
chemistry, physics.
Yeah,
take? Chemistry
you have
actually would be good.
Engineering. I
You
think
need
would
to have
add
5
engineering,
levels
didn't
of
you?
I do.
You have general science, stuff like that. Now that stuff you'll have to start going to school for, or doing that sort of business. You know.
I'll just be talking to him basically.
Well, also remember.
Well, when I'm helping you guys, I'll be helping him to put all the stuff into the Broken Banjo probably is what
Yeah,
how I'll
and then
figure that.
also that place with the duckfoot.
Yeah.
They have all that there, so that's
Okay.
a place you could go and learn engineering and
Where
Well,
chemistry.
you also
Where
have
the duckfoot was made.
Simon
I can't remember
Right,
that
right.
industry.
out.
We
the-
saved.
Oh, okay.
engineering.
You're actually owner
Real
share
interested in
it now.
chemistry because chemistry can be
That's one of your
But
Euro
with
one came
Yeah.
from.
demolitions
So basically,
and-
you're kind of saving
bigger booms.
because basically you saved his company by them buying that product now
Okay.
using it in the war effort. So
So what we got dinero 1 from that, and then we were getting a dinero 1 from the government too. No, just
you just got the contacts from the government.
okay. Because we had like 500, but dinero 1's like just 100. Then.
Right. You got paid the money, but then he basically you got the edge dinero 1. So now every month you have that income coming in.
Okay, so the $500 thing was just an add-on to our thing.
Right. The first time.
Okay, and so we we actually get the edge dinero 1.
Yeah.
And so we're getting once a month we can get 100.
What did
Yeah.
the student
So make sure you write down your character because once a month you
Okay.
get paid.
Well, I thought it was 500, but I never did
You did.
anything with it.
So I can't.
500 was just a flat. The
One
flat
time.
fee. I thought that was the dinero 1 500, and I didn't like. It seemed like a lot.
Yeah, you got your one.
Yeah, no.
So, but that.
That was a one time.
Yeah, because I was just saying, if that was like every month, that's like the equivalent of getting like $10,000.
Yeah, that's what he has. He's got like that dinero.
Oh, do you have dinero?
He's
I
like a
got the Nero
Rockefeller.
5. Yeah.
A dinero 5?
Yeah. Yeah, you're living with the fucking.
What the fuck?
Like I said, you're all the Rockefellers. Are like,
Build our own mansion.
Nobody knows that.
Yeah, I know he doesn't.
He keeps it completely under his vest. He doesn't fucking talk about it.
He's like a super.
Your dad has
He's
all
just
Yeah.
got this bank fucking getting checks.
Yeah,
What do you think he was like? Oh, I'll buy this. I'll bring you that. I'll
I
bring you
have
that
all
all the
that I
time.
ever
It has all been completely worked out with Dale why he has a Nero 5.
That's
It is a
fine,
good
that's
story,
fine.
actually.
Yeah, thank you.
How many months has it been then since we've done that?
It's been
He just doesn't flaunt it. He just
about by the time we get done with this,
lives
about a
and
month.
he's happy.
About a month. Okay.
Now,
All
I
the
don't
stuff
know-
is nice, but that...
Dale, how long was it till Krampus?
He needs a new
Yeah,
pair
it
of
was
gloves because
around
his old ones
Christmas,
smell like
right around
fish.
Krampus was Christmas.
And mine was late fall, right?
Yeah, so it's actually been.
Well, I'm saying by the time the end of this adventure, it's been a month. So you get $100 from that,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna have a little mini one we're gonna do, so you could probably add another 100 in for that.
Well, it doesn't matter that much to me. I'm just trying to get an idea.
Yeah. So when did we head down south? When was that? Right after?
I thought that was in the spring, wasn't it?
No, we're
You mean Mexico?
no.
Yeah, Mexico.
That was still going to be during the winter. I
Well,
think.
Right.
Yeah, it was like January, like
Okay.
after the new year.
Yeah.
But it
So
was-
yeah, you're gonna have about 2 months worth. About probably 3 by the time. I swear
Okay.
you want to leave in February down south to your module, right?
Yeah, it depends because I don't want it to be during winter, and I was looking that up, and it still snows down in Mississippi during that time period
Right.
too. So yeah, we got until spring. So we're still haven't even left for Mexico yet.
Nope.
No, we're still in the past.
You still haven't done the Krampus yet.
Oh, we still haven't even done Krampus yet.
So
I
all
got
this,
Krampus.
yeah, I got the Krampus. I got that Krampus. If you ever saw it. So yeah.
Mike, just so you know, I'm going to buy the Hex Switch action. I figure I could probably read up on all that in.
Well, plus Wade's character,
Right.
and I think what's his name?
Well, you have to have it, but I figure with Felix's library, he can learn about it. So what that does is I can switch a single action to a double action, and vice versa.
Oh, okay.
So if I hold my double action pistol, I can switch it. As long as I cast the hex, I can switch it to single action and then feign.
Oh, okay.
So and since he does that, that's all I
Okay.
use. And then I'm gonna raise his fighting rolling by 1
Okay.
to a 40-10. So, and then I'll just hold off on that.
Was there anything boo you were gonna do, or I mean, if you want, you can even buy off that local by eating some fish or something. Because now you have that local level 5.
How many points do you
Complete
have?
fear of fish.
How many points do you have?
3.
Oh, okay. Well, she used most of it to raise her strength from a 2d6 to a 3d6.
Just make sure she has that loco now. So
On your back sheet.
you'll have to beat an 11 anytime you're around fish or go nuts.
Okay.
Fish nuts.
Loco.
Fish nuts. I'm doing that crazy with fish nuts too.
Fish.
I never seen any fish nuts. Sounds like a really bad like candy.
It does. Enjoy
Fish
it.
nuts.
Enjoy it.
It smells and tastes like it sounds.
So to buy that off, all you have to do is spend
This is
10
awful.
points.
They're so salty and tangy. I don't
So
understand.
that's-
Why is
so
it
you can save
spicy?
up for it.
Yeah.
I grew a tail. I don't know why. It's just where people come from.
No. Yep, it's true.
So yeah, whatever that situation situation. Probably you have a dinner at some point. You punch the face, you flip out, throw the whole table like, what's that?
Okay.
But yeah, they kind of are going to be doing that. You guys start tearing the place apart. I'm going to say gutting it, and you find out from Bo basically finish up what happened with him. He went and got lawyer and done, got the paper all worked, and then he decided to go and have a little fun, celebrate, and it happened to be.
It's nice of him to celebrate
Yeah,
on behalf of the banjo.
I
Yeah,
was just thinking, I just got Cobb's deed. I'm gonna go get laid.
pretty much. I'm gonna get me some whiskey and a lady. That's what he did.
That's
I
a good
did,
job.
and
Good job, Cal.
Did you say that this new module is gonna be like a month later from?
month or two.
Okay, so what? I'll just say that Bex went, finished her business.
Yeah.
And then went back home to Arkansas,
Kansas.
Kansas. Sorry, yeah. And I'll come back into town.
Okay. It'll probably be after, maybe after Krampus.
Okay, so this is like a month
Yeah,
when
it'll
we
be a
get
month.
started here. Okay.
And I would say during that time, you guys will build up the place. Brad, did you sanctify the place too?
Not yet. We'll finish up your story here.
Okay.
What happened?
Well, basically, Bo will that. Well, the woman that was pretending to be a woman was not a woman. It was him,
Oh,
because he had been following him ever since the banjo. Because he thought, well, maybe I can get this guy. Because he is the banjo now. Wasn't too sure what was really going on there, but he thought if he'd mimic one of your posse, he could sneak in, find the. Because he needed the photos. That's what he needed, so he could have the evidence to show the papers and everything else.
for the blackmail.
For the blackmail, he didn't know where they were at, so he kept going in. He knew what was going on. He knew it was behind that wall, but he wanted to get in there somehow and find it. And after you guys caused all that chaos, he thought, well, this is my perfect opportunity. I'll come in, look at one of you guys, and I can sneak in there and find out where he's hiding all that stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, he started going in. Well, he basically found Bo. He rode really high and basically knocked Bo out with his soul blast thing. Just did stun to him, but knocked him out. Got him up, got him out of there, pretended to be one of you guys, and hauled him back to the place. He decided to strip off his clothes, so that way he'd look more the part, and that didn't really work so much. But he couldn't remember, since Bo was naked by the time he got in the room, he couldn't remember which part of the leg. Because Bo's legs are scarred on both sides.
Both legs are bowed on both
Yeah,
sides.
very bowed. So he didn't know which thing, so he just
All
took a
three of
gamble and
them,
put
apparently.
Yeah.
the
so he
middle
put-
one's just bent.
yeah.
Middle one's just-
You know those curly screws you get at the fair, and I can't go in there.
What's that swizzle stick?
Anyway, so he took a gamble. He rolled wrong. He put on the wrong leg because he couldn't quite remember which leg Bo stumbled around. Because whenever Bo saw him, he was behind a counter or this or that and everything else. So by the time he actually got there, was able to mimic somebody, Bo was already naked. He's like, "Crap! Well, I think it was his left leg. No, this is right."
I was laughing. I just came up with Bill's nickname.
What's that?
Dog leg.
Dog leg.
It's crooked.
It's crooked.
He reaches around corners really well. I do declare, I think someone has penetrated me.
Oh, it's myself. I went all the way around.
I'm so sorry, madam. I didn't realize it was sneaking out on me again.
Trouser snake.
Or some Japanese thing like, oh my god! No, this isn't one of the cult people now.
It's a kaiju. Look out!
Yeah, so he knocked him out, brought him back there, tried to get what he could out of Bo. Bo was just out, so he decided, well, I better get back there. And that's kind of what happened. So he got the deed because he's had the deed, like, well, something happened to him, the deed, and just kind of played off. Didn't work. Also, you do find that book. It's actually in a translation of English. You saw the one in Swedish. So he had the emblem and the book. And he had a couple other occult books, of which you could probably learn something from if you wished, or turn them all over to Felix. It's up to you. When you do take the stuff to Felix, if you show him, yes, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Felix knows the same as you. He's like, oh, I never actually had a. He opens a drawer. He's got two of them in there. basically sealed. He's like, well, put this with the other two. He's like, this was actually, he dealt with one before, another one somebody turned into, but he had a book, but it was in another language. Never had one of this one, which was in Latin. He's like, oh, I can actually read now what these really do. So he's like,
if I get the one in German, I get a free mug.
Yeah, it's like I get the whole series. It's like Pokemon. Oh, I get the Cthulhu Ula.
Cthulhu Ula.
It's a foil one. Look at that.
Foil Cthulhu.
Foiled again.
Yeah. But yeah, the other books you'll put away. But you're pretty much the same as you. You know, there's like this group that does that. And he also tells you too. It's like another version of the hunting grounds I see, like in Werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Got all these different realms.
Yeah.
And they're actually from another realm. And Brad, this is like a lot for you later on, but even before you turn away, you're about to turn the thing in. And you can kind of hear almost a voice in your head, and it's just like, we are still here. We will come again. And you kind of hand it over. It's here.
I told you I don't want your extended car warranty.
Horse.
Nice.
Horse.
Yeah.
Horse warning.
But that's under sale.
Yeah.
Horse warranty. Well, buggy warranty.
Yeah. Your extended steam wagon warranty.
So pretty much they're from another section of that.
Yeah.
But but yeah, that's pretty much it. And pretty much you guys will start ripping up the banjo.
Okay. First of all, when we get done, can I do any telltale and try and reduce at least the fear level in that area that we were at or something like that?
I'm going to follow the overall everybody to make sure they listen.
Yeah, is that at the church? What do you do with the church?
I don't know. I can't find it. I can't remember. Where's that at? Do you remember?
What's that?
Telltale?
Yeah.
Is it just under the skill, or is there a special spot for it?
No, it's under fear-mongering.
Oh, in the manual?
In the Marshall's book,
Marshall's,
yeah.
right.
That tells you how to lower the fear level. I think you make your tale telling versus the fear level, and then some. I can't remember the details.
Details, sweet tales.
I don't know if he's singing what I think he's singing.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Muppet theme
Oh,
song.
okay.
Phenomena.
Okay, so what was the fear level?
Where?
In Memphis, 2.
Would it be Memphis, or would it be the town that we were at?
Memphis
Place you
is
were at
3.
The place we were was at 3.
Yeah.
3. It was probably at 4 then. Memphis was down to a 2 after everything.
Oh, that's right. It's down to a 2. For
That
a
place
while.
was a 3, yes.
For
It was
about a
one
month.
more than Memphis
And then
was.
it naturally just rises.
Is there anybody actually affect, like in the surrounding area there?
Oh yeah, there's farmers, there's other
Okay.
people. You know, they knew stuff was weird going on around there.
So 3, or 3. Okay. So yeah, basically just go about and spread the word. You know that we fixed the problem there, and probably they'll need help, and we'll tell them the story of what happened and stuff like that.
And then real quick too, just so I know, the father was still alive, and he's pretty messed up after all this. Did you try and comfort him through all that? Go ahead and just roll you could try your tale telling, or your
To help him, or
yeah, I would do that.
That might be actually more faith from one priest to another.
Yeah.
Roll your faith to instill upon him. Don't lose your faith.
Right.
Over
Because
this.
if you do that, I'll give you a bonus because he'll come with you if you were able to help it. If not, you'll have to take him to a loony bin and.
Okay, I'll still use the -2 for right now.
Yep, that's fine. Well, you're right.
Yeah. What do I need to roll?
Is it opposed? Right?
You can do that.
Probably, yeah.
But he'll be at a penalty too. So you got to beat a 5.
How do you miss that gigantic?
You just be quiet.
Silence.
And I rolled the same thing in here that I did on the floor. 8.
Well,
Well,
you
no,
beat him.
6. Sorry.
Well, he had a
6.
5, so you made
Okay.
it. So you bring him around. Basically, I don't know. You can tell him that it wasn't your fault. It was,
That's good because it'd be a real shame to. Where took care of it? What happened to the old priest? He's in a loony bin. I didn't make my roll, but I'm doing good. And so are you people.
But I'm great. Yeah.
And I mean, you know more about it. It's like he did have a sorted pass. He did change his ways and made it better, but his son came in and didn't, and went the opposite, tried to ruin it.
Yeah.
So it's almost you almost help each other with this test of faith because he had
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
he was actually having it too. That's why he was at a -2
Okay.
because with his son and his past, he never saw.
Slap him. Get out of it.
Slap you, get out! Oh, you get out of it, you piece of shit.
That's some more priest on
Hurts
priest
already.
action going on.
Priest on priest action.
What is it with these fighting priests everywhere?
We
Jeez.
are. Ooh.
I kick ass for the Lord.
Just the newest rage of all the kids.
Yeah.
Priest fights.
So yeah,
Wait till you
through
meet
your
my priest.
counseling, you basically help each other. It's just
Okay.
like, it isn't
He's a
us, it's
boxer.
these other
Shit.
forces that are really
Old
trying
Irish
to
boxer.
stop
Oh,
those.
yeah,
who do
black
it.
guy.
So go ahead and add that, and I will add. I'll add plus.
That just means I need to make
Plus
the
one
Irish
to your
drunk
roll.
priest that
Yeah.
carries a knife and stabs everybody to death.
He didn't get a raise on him.
Nope.
Joe
We didn't do a very good
He's a
job.
pacifist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Priest
Yeah,
Joe.
I only rolled 3.
That's all right.
2 legends.
Well, 4
Or
altogether.
4 total.
I love playing that character.
Wow.
That's fine.
Total polar opposite. Of
Pretty much, you guys
Copperhead. They would probably be
try and do what
really
you
fun
can, but
together.
they're still like, why the church collapse, and stuff like that. So it's, he's not too sure what to do. Maybe he'll head back east and go back to seminary or after.
Well, there isn't that many people in the town, is there?
No, they're all dead now.
Yeah, they're all
There was
gone.
just a small community, so
Yeah.
you'll see they're buried and all that business.
Well, I'll
and
probably tell him if there's a town around here.
it's Memphis.
Huh?
Memphis is pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, no, but if there's a town around here that he wants to, go and, that doesn't have a church or something, and he wants to set up,
Yeah.
then let me know, and I'll help him.
Okay. He decides he's going to head back east for a bit and then come back.
Okay.
But he'll help finish that up. That probably takes you some time helping out at that church, stuff like that. But yeah, you guys can kind of do that. For Bo on my own, he was going to see about buying that cattle farm. What is it? The Wendigo was at.
Oh, that ranch.
Yeah. So he's got a law of 2, so I don't know
Yeah.
how much that would cost. So if you want to figure that out in the future.
Yeah.
I can
Brad.
I can tell you right now.
Hi, Anastasia.
What
Hi,
would,
Anastasia.
what would be the cost?
Greetings.
Would you like to make a roll this evening?
Ooh.
What would be
Ooh.
the cost of the ranch in modern day terms?
$20.
20 bucks.
You're living in fantasy land.
Well, I can tell
You're
you
playing farmland on Facebook or something.
the ranch itself wasn't overly large. Probably only had about 15 cattle, maybe 20.
No. Well, I
I
mean,
don't
the
know.
cattle is not
But,
important.
I don't know how many.
It's just the property in the
It was a
The
building.
the building's on it,
1
the
acre.
amount of land.
Well, he had
cows
him in
on
his
it.
backyard.
I don't know, 1 million current?
$1 million. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah,
How many
that's really high.
acres is it?
1 million acres?
I don't know.
No, $1 million for the house that's on the ranch,
acres
the
are pretty
ranch,
expensive right now.
any farm, any outbuildings, however many acres, the cows that are on it, everything on there.
The underground bunker,
It's not a very big one, so
the ghost ranch, the ghost rock is underneath it.
I don't even know how to go.
Oh, there's ghost rock underneath it.
Better not be.
Mineral rights.
You were throwing dynamite.
All right, here we go.
There goes the whole ranch.
So 800,000.
800,000.
Okay. So
My compass says you are pointed north. I don't know why I brought the compass up. I wanted the calculator.
Well, that's good to know. I'm going north in life.
yeah, with Bo's law.
800,000.
Better than going south.
Pointed north? Oh, you mean tits up? Okay, yeah, you go.
Well, it's always pointed north. As when things go south, they aren't too happy.
That's probably way too much still, because that'd be about $39,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
Which, I mean, I again, I don't know how much property was actually involved.
yeah, I never really thought.
well, you know
about
what? You think about it.
it. Okay.
We'll figure.
Because
it
I mean, if there's quite a bit of property, then 39,000 would be.
There's
property.
not quite a bit of property. It's pretty small. I mean, they had like 10 or 15 cattle, and that's about it. And it was,
Oh, just enough to hold 10, 15 cattle.
yeah, Yeah, really, that's all.
And what? So what was it? Just like
Oh,
one
like
ranch
5
house,
acres,
one
5
floor?
acres.
There was one ranch house that was one floor. There was a barn, and then there was another like shed that was about half the size of the barn.
Oh shit! That's
So it's a real small ranch.
let's say in
It was probably
Illinois
about the
modern
size of
days.
my
That's
Dad's house, so maybe 200,000.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's say about 200,000.
And you too can own this spacious, blood-stained ranch.
Unless we're in New York, then it would be
New York City.
What are we purchasing the place where all this happened at?
The Wendigo. Yeah, with the Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
Some ranch.
Oh yeah, the one
Yeah.
I blew the fuck out of, and
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd still be like 9,000. Maybe this doesn't work very well on big properties. Because that still doesn't sound very good.
Okay.
It works on items, you know,
Right,
small
yeah.
items, you know,
Yeah.
but
It might be.
for a large property.
Well, we'll figure out in the future. Anyway, he starts looking into it because there was all that.
I would say probably just unless there's actual mineral, you're talking about mineral rights or something like that, it's probably just like $1,000,
Yeah. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
so that town we were just at, it's abandoned, right?
Yes, that town is. Yeah.
Abandoned. Yeah.
Well, I want to look into who established it and what's going on with that too. Well, he's looking for that.
Well, it was part of the church there, so it was just there with the church's land.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow, we're all moving up in a little bit. Brad bought a bar, and you're buying a ranch, and you're buying a town.
No, I'm just trying to find out who's because
No. What Copperhead's going to buy? There's going to be a great LARP community right here outside of Memphis.
Apparently,
Yeah.
he could just buy Memphis.
Yeah.
So, I think Chris Funstrom has been on for about a half an hour.
Oh, hey.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, people who are tuned
I was
in
having a
are
problem with fixing
Sue,
the
Chris,
feed here.
Chris Miller, and Anastasia are currently.
Chocolate
All right.
is yours.
Oh, Chris
No,
Miller's
my-
there too?
Yeah.
Good to see you again, Chris.
Greetings, Chris.
And on TikTok we have nobody, but that's okay. They come in and out. Just can't help it.
And Chris Miller, somewhere on the line 20 minutes ago.
He said-
Rob's going to roll a nat 1 on this next roll.
Which would be my first one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did Anastasia
And
say
really
whether or not she
impressive
wanted to
because
roll?
we don't roll that way.
She just said she's watching. It just says she's watching. She didn't say hasn't responded. So she may not be there. I don't know.
No,
Anastasia, are you there? Hello,
Okay.
Anastasia.
She's on Twitch.
No,
I'm asking.
She's on Facebook.
No,
Facebook.
There's another one.
I'm not showing her.
Well, she's on TikTok though, right?
no, she's on Facebook.
She was on Facebook.
Not like saw her on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. So
And,
yeah.
I'm also gonna entrust the cross to Felix, and if he
Okay.
can, I'd like to see if he could use his connections to find out where it came from originally.
Okay. You want him to roll or you?
Oh, or I can roll. Did I roll last time? Did I know where it was from last time?
Yeah, you had some inkling. Remember, it was from that monastery that was attacked, but you were stolen from a pirate back in the 700s.
Okay.
But that's as far as you know. If you want him to look into it, I can roll for him, or if you want to further it yourself. But you know, you're pretty busy with the banjos.
Yeah, if he would be so kind as to do that for me.
Okay. Oh, okay. If you want to roll for some sort of researching, or you know, I mean, you could do a Google search.
Google search.
No, we're up to 5 people watching.
What? Which one?
Step back. Yes.
Oh!
On Facebook.
On
Oh,
Facebook.
5. We will survive, cause we're on Facebook Live. I know you want to stay, don't go away. I'll stop singing.
Yeah.
Blap. Hard to sing when you got a dice stuck in your mouth. Never gonna be the same.
Alright, well, basically you guys can start doing the work on the banjo too, and I think you had already spent that money kind of around the trip time.
spent the money.
So you'll start getting that out. And when were you gonna sanctify it once it's all built, pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he.
Yeah, and be where I think that when I do that, it takes that takes 1 week. That takes 1 week. So
okay. You really start working at it, and Hakeem comes over. He actually brings a crew that he hires himself,
okay.
and they're kind of engineer stuff. And if you want to chip in, he'll be more than happy to show you how these things are done.
Of course.
And yeah, he runs air conditioning and heating and lights throughout the facility. And
You were helping with carpentry, weren't you?
yeah, so is Bo.
Same here.
You're helping oversee Bo with carpentry, right?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well,
touching
I know
his
how to
wood.
use wood, gentlemen. Please.
Yeah, I'm not touching his wood.
One little touch. Not
Click.
much.
Put that away.
All right, all right.
Drive a
I got
nail
my
right
hammer
through that.
out.
I'll drive a nail right through that 2x4.
Ow.
Stay.
Kristen is watching.
Ah, Kristen.
Hi,
Oh.
Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi,
I
Kristen.
think Christopher's watching too. Different Christopher.
Chris,
Yeah, we've got all kinds of Chris's tonight.
This Christopher watching tonight is the one I got my vampire and werewolf books from over in Ohio.
Cool.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Too bad we're not playing werewolf for.
Right? Or vampire.
But we will. Bo will increase his carpentry to 2 after all this. Pretty much, you guys rip up a lot of stuff.
Hey, go.
You kind of cold? Can we turn down a
The air-
little bit?
I'm
the-
fine.
If you're cold.
it's just blowing on me at the right spot.
Yeah,
so
he's right under the vent.
yeah, I'll be
Right
fine.
out the vent? Oh,
No,
you don't
I'm fine. I'm fine. Keep going.
Brad, I want everyone to roll their search as if they're helping on the facility.
Search.
Roll your search points. Tell me what you get.
10.
10.
I hope they don't mind those used condoms.
Let me find used children.
Oh yeah.
We already found that.
Yep. Keen and
Okay, so
5.
12.
16.
5. Okay. Oh, Bo's got it right. I got to do it too. Be botches. I found a lump of coal.
Kristen says, I am. Ha ha. Hi, peeps.
Beeps. Anastasia. All right. So you rolled a what?
12.
12. 5. We'll go with you first. You find
Your virginity. No.
Is that where
during
it's been
that-
all this time?
Son of a biscuit.
you're putting in some stuff like that. You actually find in one of the walls an older, like emerald ring, female emerald ring, worth about $110.
I did or he did?
You did.
Oh.
With your 5.
Ooh.
How much was it?
110. It was basically looked like it got dropped down the wall, probably when it was a theater, and it's just a woman's emerald ring.
Okay.
You find this medallion. It's a pact of resurrection.
Who had the next lowest?
I'll put that in my
10.
pocket.
10?
Maybe I'll find a nice woman to wear it someday. Or myself when I'm late at night and nobody's watching.
You just ripped the lumberjacks.
I just need me that pretty dress I found the other day.
Um,
Everything would be wonderful. This was just what I was missing for my ensemble.
Okay. I thought Kelvin had identity issues before. This is going a little too far.
First, he was posing as his girlfriend's.
No, he knows
brothers.
exactly who he is.
Now he's posing as his girlfriend.
Mother.
Yeah, Norman Bates over there.
as you're ripping out some of the wall, it looked like they used old movie. or theater.
Hey, Ben finally tuned into Facebook.
Hi, Ben.
Where the hell have you been?
Where's Twitch? We
Waiting
don't
on
know.
the
Yeah,
Twitch.
he was probably waiting on
Wait
Twitch.
is incognito, so we have no Twitch tonight. So thank you, Ben, for joining us. Missed you.
He said, good evening, society.
Good
Don't
evening to
scare
you,
the
sir.
man.
It wasn't the same without you. We were worried.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad cried.
Anyway, you find a bunch of movie, like the old theater posters they were using as wallpaper almost, and then they were putting blacks. But you do find one, and it is the great Hakeem, and it's a picture. It looks almost identical to Hakeem's there, but he's as a magician, like in the kind of the Egyptian robes of sorts, and he's got like a black hat, but like the robes, and he's got like poofing masters like that. You can
He poofed.
go ahead and roll.
Ooh.
Roll your. Does anybody else look at it, or it's like one of that? Just
I was gonna look to see if I can figure out how old this thing is.
probably long time ago when they first built the place. So
Several billion years ago.
yes, Steve is there as a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Steve made the poster.
Yep. Sketches crystals.
Ben said he was having trouble setting up his air conditioner. That's why he's late.
Oh man.
We should have had Hakeem
that's
get
right.
Is it hot in Canada?
Yes, it is.
Is
It's
it really?
118 degrees.
Ooh.
Oh
in
my
some
God.
places.
Wow. I
Sorry,
thought that was
man.
the Arctic Circle. I didn't know. Maybe I'm an American.
Well, that's
Everything north is cold.
That's kind of the
Everything north
problem
is cold.
with that, I think. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
not
man.
supposed to get that hot.
Yeah.
Ben, don't melt.
Yeah.
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 Stay
Come
inside.
down, come down to Illinois. We're in the 70s.
Yeah, that's nice. For once, Illinois is nice.
Yeah.
Well, not to live, but just
Just to exist in.
To visit.
It's a nice place to visit.
It's
Yeah.
not burning.
It's a nice place to drive very quickly through. Even with the windows
But
down.
not too quickly. You don't
Yeah.
want to take it.
What do I need to roll?
Just roll your. Well, it'd be your smarts, I guess. That would be scrutinized, right? Or what is that?
Well, scrutinize is covered.
What would be to kind of recognize something? Just kind of put two and two together, I guess.
That'd be smarts.
Yeah, roll your smarts. Just roll.
Oh, hey Ben, we're live on TikTok too. We reached our 1,000-person
Yeah.
limit goal thing. So
6.
hope that's
Yeah,
not
you
a
can
limit.
tell- it
that's
might
what's
be
going on over here.
Okay.
But he looks a lot like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have my theory. About
Yes,
that.
I know, but it helps reassure. Let me put it that in that case, it helps you almost reassure it.
Yeah. So I said, hey, look, I found a poster of your neighbor, or his dad, or something.
Oh, yeah.
With his clothes on this time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Take a look at it.
You can roll your smart.
I don't have any smarts.
Okay.
Nine, it's gone. I like the lit doorknob.
He was performing in Babylonia.
I got a pair of threes.
Pair of threes. Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of like him. It could be his dad. Because remember, his dad opened the theater and performed there, so.
That could be any Arab.
We're gonna be there all the time.
Okay.
What do you roll for it?
Smarts. Straight smarts. Simply smarts eliminate.
I'm gonna see if I can help this
Why does this roll?
help this group or not. I don't know. 15.
Okay. Well, it's a very good rendition of him. You know, they used to do the drawings and everything else. But he looks a spitting image
It was son.
of his son. I mean, he almost look like.
So it's easy for me to put together. This is obviously his dad. Right?
Or it's like, well, you're looking at it and it's like, well, that looks a lot like Akeem. I don't know if his dad must look just like him.
I'm gonna-
Even got a little birthmark on his side. He has.
Would you mind if I took this over to him and gave it to him? I believe it might be something to do with his family, if not himself.
Knock yourself out.
It's kind of damaged because they used it for that. It's just lucky that.
I'll take it to
I
him.
was actually planning on decorating my establishment with pictures of him.
Yeah, he gets it over there and he actually kind of gets.
Actually, if you say you're going to take it to him, what? I'll take it to him.
Here, I hand it to you.
I'll go over there.
Oh, all
You
right.
going with me?
He's probably
No,
down
I'm
in the
not even
basement.
here.
Yeah.
I'm not even in the city. What are you talking about?
He's down there working on stuff. So,
Bex is doing weird things in the woods.
well, they, gentlemen.
She's in Kansas.
Oh.
And he kind of explains what he's doing. More for you, but it's just.
I went back to work because he took it. Yeah.
Oh,
You
you?
gonna let him take your ideas like that?
Broken Banjo,
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you found
I'm
it.
a group supporter. I'm an athletic supporter.
I
I'm like,
Oh, I'm on that camera doing
father
that.
made
I can't hog up all the glory. I mean, I
Glory.
could.
Oh. You can't hold the whole glory.
You can't hold up the glory hole.
He does kind of look. You actually
Put
need him.
razor
So he
blades in all
does
my
that.
glory holes.
More shocked about seeing it, and then he's like, looks at you with that look of like, you know.
Yeah.
And he kind of like, oh, yes, this is my father. He was a card magician. This means a lot to me. Thank you very much for this.
Sure.
Kind of, where did you find it?
In the wall, the Broken Banjo.
He kind of tells,
Side of the door. And
they used to use it as backing, you know.
You only got 2d6 too?
Did you see that picture of the birthmark?
I'm waiting for my hit.
Yes.
I kind of like, well, I thought you might like that.
I thought you were maybe trying to fart
not gonna
behind
hit
me. I
me?
wasn't sure. Oh,
Never had.
thought you said you're waiting for your hip.
People
I'm
like
like, what are you
Verizon.
trying
That's
to
what I said too. I was like, there's something wrong.
This is more of a
My hip
No,
went out
he
right
got
behind
me
him.
one of these.
One of those?
It
I
maybe
didn't
says
look at
something
that
in
one.
Egyptian.
One of
As
these.
soon as he starts talking, I just go, sure thing. And I kind of wink at him, and I walk out. I'm like, I'm just going to get him to confess to me. So I'm just kind of, sure thing. I just walk out.
You can eye tube it. Rolls it up. But, all right.
Yeah, I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
He's got the big glove. Oh, wait.
I just imagine having that glove from Hellboy.
It is. It
Speaking
looks
out
like
with the big electrodes out.
It's got
I'm
like
doing
four.
much better.
It's got 4 gems on it. It's like I'm
Four
looking for
gems.
more and more. 2 more
One
gems.
more, one more.
That emerald ring.
Yeah. An emerald ring. All right. Yeah. Okay. And you got that. You do
I
find
had
also
I find also.
$42.
All right. I'm going to donate
Confederate
that
money.
to the Broken Banjo.
Confederate money?
Better money. Here you go.
Old money.
Put it in a jar.
Yep, that's fine.
If that's a
Who
swear
had
jar, I'll
next
start up.
item?
12.
I got $42 head start.
Okay.
That just means I can curse a whole lot more.
Right.
Wow.
That's right.
And Brad, what did you have?
16.
16. Okay. All right.
Did we do another roll? Or was that
No, just one.
just the one we did before?
During one of that, you do find another plate.
Oh, I thought that
The plate, the photos,
Just me knocking shit everywhere.
and it's kind of a newer one, but it does seem to be a more aristocratic person.
Aristocratic?
Aristocratic.
Aristostatic?
And
Fistomatic?
you probably will recognize him as one of the people that were there at the ceremonies.
You're talking to me or him?
All you guys.
Which ceremony?
When the saving of Memphis, if you went to that as actually
Oh,
one of the
okay.
heroes, he was one of the larger people of town.
I didn't go to that.
But he did, and he recognized he's basically one of the rich people here.
The shaving of Memphis?
Saving.
Saving. When we reposed the Yankee.
Oh, when they tried to.
Back the Yankee incursion on the railroad tracks.
Thank goodness.
Anything? Okay, so he's in there. Is there anything else?
Oh yeah.
What else is in the photo?
Oh, he's doing some business
Uh-huh.
with the younger of the.
Girls.
No.
No! No!
Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep.
Tusk, said the father elephant.
No!
And it's very. He's like looking right in the camera.
Mhm.
Basically, it's very incriminating. And it looked like it probably slid down through the wall. So probably that Spanish guy was pissed, and he's like, "Crap, that was a good photo." But yeah, it's very incriminating one of him, and he's one of the upper people of the town.
So is this something he found then?
Yep, in the wall.
Hang on to that. The walls have eyes.
And you do find also pretty much. It looks like it's been in there for some time, but they're like an old pair of night slippers. And they're kind of Egyptian themed.
Ooh.
Very silky and still like looking very new.
The question is, where are the feet that was in those?
Still very good condition.
Yeah, those ones are still new. They're wrapped in an old rag, but what would you do with those?
Yes. At my leisure, and we carefully check them over, see if there's anything special about them.
You don't have anything like that.
Well, I've got
Right in the
my
microphone,
photo
please.
You can
just
roll
to
that.
See if something kind of pops up of some kind.
I think we might be able to hang this. If we put it on the front of the TV, there's hoops I can put strings through and put weights on the back, and then we'll just hang right in that blind spot behind
I'm sure about it.
Yeah.
But they are pretty pristine condition. They still look new. Considering
it.
they've all probably for some time.
Men's or ladies?
It's more of a men's size.
Mhm.
So.
Well,
Right there.
Yeah.
I
Does it look
will
like in the-
probably present them to the bead.
Big white square.
Oh, okay. Well, if you do that, he kind of goes, "Oh, that was actor Zadin who came here and performed in Egypt. He lost his shoes. We thought that's why he left in a huff. He says, you can keep those. Sure, you can do that. But I believe they were always very comfortable for him. And they had been passed down through his family for some time. We have not been in speaking terms for some time, him and my father, so he is passed on now. But he kind of like does a little wink. He goes like, I think they are something more enhanced.
Well, I'll keep them and do some experimentation with them later on. I'll actually put them on before I go to bed. And
after a while, kind of experimenting with them, you
tap my heels 3 times.
it basically when you walk around
Uh-huh.
with them on, you don't make sounds when you're walking.
Oh.
And it was made by his father. If the real truth was, it was made by his father, who was basically a thing, so he wouldn't wake up his wife when he went out to leave the house for a meal or something else. So, but yeah, they're basically kind of a magical thing, and when you're in, it's an indoor only. You can't walk around outside with it; it'll make crunching sounds. But if you're in an urban setting, the house, you basically you're add to your stealth roll. You get what it would be a raise.
+2.
+2. So just put that. +2 to inside out stealth check. And they're very comfy too. So their feet are warm. They'll keep your feet warm and cozy. And but they have like the chips are with the big hoop, so they look kind of goofy. So
Might be Aladdin shoes.
Yes. But they're so comfy. You're like, oh, what was that? Where'd you come from?
Something poke somebody.
And then Brad, you do find basically a hidden room if you're 16. And when you do so, it seems that there's a room where, and it's down in the basement off to the side.
Which what?
The room down hidden in the basement, back through the downstairs bathroom.
Okay.
And basically what happens is this one guy had walled off a room where he would dispose of people he didn't need.
Oh. God.
And when you do that, you do feel like a scream rush through you. And go ahead and just roll your guts. And I'll say Bo's with you at that time too.
Oh wait, no,
14.
All right. Basically, when you burst it open, there's some spirits scream through. Bo takes a few steps back, but they seem to like leave once you do that. Long story short, once you get them buried and stuff like that, and you sanctify the place, you will. There won't be any problems.
Okay, so do we actually have to get rid of some bodies then?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are about 11 bodies down there.
Jeez,
Whoa!
Pete.
Alright.
There's a couple women, and then mostly of the smallers.
Alright, well I'm gonna take probably have to excuse myself from these people, and I'll get like Sonny
Yep.
and some of the others while they're still working on this, and we'll see if he'll help me, and we'll get the bodies out and take them somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And I'll go ahead and we'll dig graves for them, and then I'll go ahead and
Perform last rites.
perform last rites on all the actual last rites.
Okay. Yeah, you guys will do that, and you just solve the module from the head down the road. So
Just what?
you actually, before you sanctified, that was another module I had. Mini module was basically these haunts would start ruining the building,
Oh, okay.
and you were going to start doing that, and you'd have to eventually track down and find the room. And if you rolled a 15 or better when you're tearing the place apart, you'd find where they were buried. So you will get
Good thing I raised my search.
Yeah, right.
you will get a red chip for that.
I'll just convert that to bounty. then.
Yep, that's fine. Because that's basically what will happen. It was like a small mini one I had, and you eventually talk to the spirits and things like that.
Way to be proactive, Con.
That's right.
And through that book he had, and what you could figure out, you could actually probably find a couple of the parents of these kids and reunite them. So for that
Okay.
too, I can resolve that business. But actually, that was to the spirit, the little boy. Eventually, you get them back to their parents. So yeah, that was everything you guys kind of found. So, but you'll gut it all out and then start rebuilding, and you kind of do all that business. Basically, Krampus comes. You guys do the Krampus adventure.
So do I actually have time to sanctify then, or
Yeah.
do you want me? I gotta roll.
Yep, go ahead.
Roll high, baby.
Basically, it'll be right after Krampus.
Well, I gotta
is
roll
done.
high.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And Bex, you'll be coming back at this point.
Okay.
And you're bringing some cattle. Actually, and some horses to be shoed by what's his name, Tex next door.
Oh.
I'd like to be shooed by Tex next door.
If I had used the cross, brought that out
Yes.
for special event, okay, then I would have made it. And I probably would have done that too at that.
And by that time too, you will find out that the pirate and the person who raided the churches was actually in the 700s was actually a known Middle Eastern one, and he was basically kind of like attacking. And after they had a bunch of, it was basically a rebirth of the Crusades at that time. So it was like reprimanding back. You invaded our countries by attacking you back, and you actually see a portrait of the pirate. And the pirate looks, yeah, and basically he kind of shows you the book.
Amazingly, looks a lot like Kyrian.
No, he looks like almost exactly like your neighbor.
What?
What's he gonna say?
He's got a birthmark right here. He's got a big beard. He looks very piratey, but irreverent. But he looks very similar, family like the guy next door.
Yeah. Where did we found it inside the banjo, right?
No, that was
No.
in-
Where did
that
we
was-
find it at?
The picture?
No,
No, that's the picture of the
the
cross.
relic was in his place within all his
Oh,
collection.
that's right. He
Yeah.
gave it.
No,
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
right.
here,
He
this
gave
was-
it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, he found it in one of his adventures, or like it was his dad's, or something like that. He said.
But we don't actually know. He doesn't know exactly where it was stolen from, though. Does he?
No, he wasn't. He knew it was religious, and it was probably handed down through the family.
No, does Felix though? Does Felix
What?
figure out where it was from? Stolen
Yes,
from
he knew from the church that was raided, attacked by basically a bunch of, of roaring pirates.
Okay, does he say where? I mean,
Yeah, it was basically northern Italy.
Does it still exist, or?
They rebuilt it. Yes, it's still there. The church is there, so you could return it to that church, the Catholic church that was there.
Yeah, we might.
And return the relic. That would be quite something. So.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing someday.
Okay. We can do that.
We're gonna
in
sanctify
adventure.
the whorehouse first.
Italy.
Deadlands
But yeah, the main thing is when you see
Spaghetti
the picture of the
monsters
pirate,
Spaghetti Western.
who's quite
Ah.
renowned during that time period.
They do call
He
it
does
the
look a
Spaghetti
lot like
Western
his or
with
his
meat.
family. So
Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of wanted to do that.
Going to Italy.
No, we'll go to Europe.
Yeah, thanks. Cool.
Take cowboys and take them
Yeah.
to Europe.
oh, that's cool. You could turn that in. So
Been like Quincy Morris and Dracula.
and it could be something too. The town has always suffered since then. They never returned since that relic was left. So there's stories about it. And it was probably I can make some of it up, or you, but it could be like a relic. The holy ark was from a crusader. Come back and change his ways, and then stuff like that. So we'll work on it in the future.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
But you can't get the story. And the main point is, it does look like it's his family or him.
Now, does it look? Does it look like him?
You can roll your scrutiny, right?
Yeah, can I see that too?
Yeah, if you want to look at the book at any time, you can. So
Of course, the
All
book
right.
is technically just a person's interpretation.
it's a painting.
So, yeah,
It's a painting.
or like a portrait, like one that was taken of him.
Yeah, they made it basically posed for a painting,
20.
and they took photos of it. Yep.
I've
And
already made up
Keen.
my mind.
I filled on mine. It's just another Arab.
His granddad.
Or him, great granddad.
12.
21.
Okay, you two. That's him. That's your neighbor. There's no doubt in your mind.
I'll take this one if that's all right.
There ain't no way to be passed down
It's in
a
a book and it's a
bookmark
photo
from
of a
4
painting.
generations in the same
What'd you roll?
spot.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you are
maybe
very
our neighbor has
convinced,
been alive
that
that
looks a
long.
lot like him.
That's
It
what I'm
looks a
saying.
lot like
So
him.
you both think this is actually the same
You're
man?
you're leaning that way yourself.
When that fella burned his hand, I saw it. That was like a corpse hand. There ain't no way he just put some bandages on
I
it.
think he's
Well, that
harrowed.
is true.
I
I
think
forgot
he's
about
either
that.
harrowed or some sort of long-living thing.
Well, yeah, but it hadn't exactly been around that long.
That's
either.
true.
This was the 1700s.
Of course, if he-
700.
700.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 1700, 700.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 years even less.
In your book, Cain's been around for a while. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe he ain't harrowed.
Mumra, the ever living.
He could be a mummy. They're
Roll
from
your
Egypt.
roll.
The hell's a mummy?
They're from Egypt. They sell them for firewood and paint.
Sometime around in the early
You got
40s,
roll?
some of our relations going to
Yeah.
fight some.
Go ahead. You roll.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you've heard of mummies. You can know things.
5.
Yeah, you're kind of both there. You know what a mummy is.
Yeah.
With that, both like, yeah, I remember reading some about that before, and in Felix's book. You're kind of there. He kind of goes and gets a couple books, lays them out. Basically, you're 16, so basically, when you read about them, is they're long-living creatures. They be eternal. They're usually cursed by the old Egyptian gods or even sent forth. And in order to survive, there are other ones in Aztec, but they're another form of the Aztec mummies. But to survive, they have to take a human heart to regenerate themselves over time.
Like the one he had sent to him?
Now, you did meet the gentleman who said was saved by that heart, and his wife. After the surgery, you did meet them.
Oh, he did put that into somebody.
Yeah, well, he had performed a surgery, and the guy lived, so
Okay,
he was
alright.
recovering.
That fella's a mummy too.
But
Or look at it this
But
way. How did he
you
know
could've
how to
taken
put
that
that
guy's
heart
old
in a
heart.
fella?
Maybe he got 2 hearts for the price of 1.
He could have.
yeah,
I'm
you
just
don't.
saying your neighbor's probably
It
pretty
says
old.
that's how they recoup, and they also get their energies. They have powers, kind of like the hucksters. They live forever. Some of them are cursed upon the land for something they did at one point. Some of them are vicious, some of them are not. It's just,
Well, let's hope he ain't.
Well,
The Aztec ones are pretty bad. The Egyptian ones are fairly where they were kind of hunted down over time because they were thought of being like Ra and the old gods, and one's of those. So a lot of them, the older Arabs would hunt them down and kill them.
I'm not saying the fella next door is evil. I'm just saying maybe he ain't normal.
well, we already knew he wasn't normal to begin with when you saw the contraption inside of his building.
Well, I mean normal as in that might be him in that book.
And then you see his hand, like the mummy's hand, like a photograph of one or a picture drawing one. That hand you saw, exactly.
That's it. That's what he looked like when he got burnt.
He got burnt. His hand reverted to that.
I ain't
same-
never seen nobody get a burn like that and be like, I'll be okay, I'll put some salve on it.
Let me put it in this.
Let me put it in this ice box and I'll be fine. No, that was something's wrong. Something strange about him.
How old does the neighbor appear, like
Like
age-wise?
mid-30s.
Well, we can
Which
give
Which
him
would
some,
make him right for what he says he is.
Just
Right,
we
right.
can give him some breathing room. Just keep our eye on him
Yeah, that's what I plan
until
on
he
doing.
does something wrong.
That's what I'm
We'll
saying.
let things be the way they are. Whatever happened in the past happened in the past, but
Trust
from
me.
here on out,
Trust me. I
You
know
do
all
not
about
read,
that.
since Bo wrote at 16, you do read on that. Sometimes he will try and make a pact with you, and then if you go against it, it's kind of like that curse. You're cursed until you do follow through on what he says.
Oh, did we do that?
He tried to, but Bo tried to do that thing where he's like, oh, he tried to cast a pact on you.
Okay. What? Oh, what was that on? What would
That
he
was-
try to do? What did he
Well,
say?
let's make a partnership. You know,
Oh.
you won't. Basically, it was kind of like,
You don't bother me, I don't bother you.
yeah, you're not going to steal from me. I'll help you out. You know, you'll kind of like, you know, don't backstab me.
Yeah.
Don't leave me. No.
Yeah.
Don't screw me.
Yeah, good thing we didn't make that deal.
But it says it's basically kind of like the pact spell, but a little bit more broader and powerful. They have more Egyptian spells like sand and all this other stuff. You know, everything else.
Sand.
But
more
they're
sand.
yes.
Even more
More
sand.
They say they can go insane over time because they live so long they forget things and everything else, so it's hard for them to remember stuff. Sometimes they'll take on some of the facts of the person of the heart they took. So like if they would take your heart, they might think they were a priest at some time, or an actor, or a scientist, or something. They start picking up some of those
Or a
traits.
mob enforcer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Or the fact that he was a mad scientist and a huckster, wasn't he? Wasn't he?
Yeah. We thought he was a huckster.
Yeah.
But now it looks like it's probably because he's a mummy.
Yeah. I bet he's much nicer than the ones we're going to meet in like 20 years,
Yeah.
30, 40 years.
Well, we could see what. Maybe every once a month we should sit down and have tea with him to see if he can remember who the hell we are.
Right. Yeah. that's
But
good.
so yeah, that kind of goes. You know,
Ask
they
him
have to
if he's
have.
planning on
Technically,
retiring
according to that,
babies.
they need to have one every 30 days. According to what they say, every month they have to
I
have a
have
new
to have a
heart.
heart every 30 days.
According to the book, yes.
Wow.
Oh, that could be a problem.
And the Aztec
Well,
ones
okay.
would sacrifice people, and they were do the heart sacrifices. They were throwing them in themselves. They were basically kind of hero beings. That's how they kept good alive. Is they do the heart sacrifices and put them in themselves. But those, they say, at least 30 days, or they start reverting into their old self. And it also tells you a way to find them is to find the old jars of their bodies. You can burn those, and destroy those. That will destroy him forever.
Destroy what's in the jar?
You know, his
Organs, his organs.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
little
those
factories.
jars.
Sacred canopic jars.
But it said that you could kill them and burn them, but they will regenerate over time, as long as their sacred organs are still intact. So,
Well, this is interesting now, isn't it?
Should we leave him be for now, or should we go talk to him? I don't like the fact that every month he might be taking somebody's heart.
Well, it depends on whose heart. Just saying.
I agree.
I think maybe we ought to let it
oh,
lie.
and go ahead and roll your research too. Do you have any of that?
No, there is no actual research.
It just depends on what your research.
Well, he was trying to put all those books together, like the former owner's journals, and the blackmail.
Pornography?
That would probably be smarts.
Okay. So you can roll your smarts, Brad. Since you went through all that too.
You might want to give that to somebody else.
If anybody else want to look through the stuff too, they can.
I went through.
Okay. So just roll your
You got
smarts.
5.
Which books are these?
It's kind of like the former owner of the Banjos.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
His books, the books of the.
Right.
cultists.
16.
Okay.
No, this is all wrong. Dewey Decimal.
Yeah. Given your history of your own personal history, and you're able to piece through the other books in this book, and through some interpretation of Spanish, but pretty much you can tell, and you're able to get names, and you see the priests lined up that he was trying to blackmail as, you know, basically coming getting victims, and he actually had bought a few himself, the priest you killed, the cultists, the kids. So he was buying them as well.
The kids.
Yeah, he was buying them and taking them with him, and they probably were up in that gateway. So you figure that out, and you're able to show us that no, these weren't really those priests. This is actually him masquerading as them. But he did take some kids. This guy would kidnap, kids, and mostly he would take them from the
Orphanage.
not the orphanage, the place outside of town, Tent City.
Tent City.
Oh. So he was gathering from them, and he would get other people to go and get people for him. He was doing a lot of nefarious things for your neighbor, and he would go get artifacts or this or that, and then there would be somebody. For some reason, he was acting like He was doing experiments on people next door.
The
The Arab, for his medical experiments. That's what you figure out in the book. And a lot of times he would sync out certain people. And you, with your 16, are able to deduce that these were either criminals or wanted people or somebody of some note or somebody that was just certain people he would want or just a flat-out criminal. It wasn't ever like he took a kid or anything like that. It was always somebody nefarious, and Copperhead would have to bring him in alive or something like your double.
Oh, I see.
So the neighbor was wanting people for experiments or bodies or something like that. So he was grave digging.
But he only wanted.
But if he wanted a live subject, it would be basically a piece of garbage or a wanted person. But he did take hucksters quite often too. And you can see a pattern. He would take one a month for the criminals at least, maybe 2 or more. But the hucksters he would take maybe 3 months or 6 months. He'd want a huckster every so often. So apparently
makes them last longer.
So probably the magic of the huckster would last longer with him. So you're able to deduce all that through the books and doing the research.
Well, if he's only taking.
Now the hucksters you don't really know if they're criminals or not.
Right.
But it doesn't seem that. But some of the names you're able to see that he took the regular people or experiment on, they were all like wanted guys or bad people or something like that.
I'll have a quiet conversation with Bo in regards to the particular knowledge on that to see what kind of input he might.
Well, it could be the connection.
Some of these.
It could be the connection about myself. Makes me a bit worried, but some sort of that, and it was some sort of connection with us with the Manitows or the other world. I mean, we're able to tap into that hunting grounds. I mean, it could be the magics we're able to flow through us.
I think perhaps, Bo, that you might be relatively safe here because you've kind of made a main name for yourself here, and he seems to be only taking.
The hucksters are from far away too. It seems like, and you remember, it took a lot. He took you remember because he said you're double. Said, well, it took me 4 of my guys to get this guy. Remember when he brought the body of the box in?
Oh, okay.
And he had the little scarab thing.
Yeah,
He
it
said,
took 4 of his guys to get that guy.
Yeah, and get that guy in that thing. So you don't know because it could have been for that artifact or maybe that heart was his too in the box. He had the heart in the box too.
Yeah, that scarab, he wanted that back, didn't he? He said that was his father's.
He said it was his father. He would like to have it back, but that's up to you.
Yeah.
You know, well, Bo did the research on it. Basically, what it'll do is it will cost a wind for each round you're using a spell, but it can double a part of the spell. So it can maybe double the part of the range or damage. It's kind of random.
Oh, I see.
So if I cast a spell, a hex like let's say Soul Blast, I roll and I could up my range or I could up the level of damage 1 or something like that. So it's powerful but not too powerful. But every round I lose a wind. So if I have something my Intimidate bodyguard, I have it up for 5 rounds. That's 5 wind I lose because it's actually sucking the life force out of me.
Yeah.
And if it's in a bag or anything on me, it don't matter. It'll blur through it like a scarab.
So once it goes over 5, if it goes over like 6 wind or something, do you lose a wound or is it just?
Oh yeah, you can die from it.
Okay.
It'll keep going as long as you're casting. You fall unconscious.
Like it lets you go. You don't suffer wounds until you just go unconscious, and then it keeps draining even after that.
He didn't go that far, but yeah, it borrows and does this thing, and you can fall unconscious. So if you do take 6, you'll take a wound, but you'll pass out long before you die unless you've taken wounds. But whenever you go unconscious and stop your spells, it falls off.
Oh, I see.
But apparently it is from Egypt and it is very, very ancient old. It's like thousands of years old. Basically the time of the pharaohs.
So he probably made it. Just saying.
Wonder which one he is.
But anyway, yeah, you're able to deduce all that, and then with all your research, you're able to find all that stuff out too. You do find there are other important people and not so important people, like the one gentleman you saw that head guy that do seem to purchase underage and take them with him. Sometimes he would come there, but most of the time they basically have taken him and disappeared with him.
I'll probably, in particular, asking Olaf if we can kind of separate this information, the stuff with the Arab, and all the other stuff, the other notable ones that have been doing stuff in here.
With a 16, you could probably do something. You just probably have somebody. You'd have to have somebody with Spanish with a pretty good penmanship to get in there and edit it.
Okay.
That's going to be the problem.
Where's light work?
Alright. I just want to see if we can just split that information off, and then we can take that, leave the Arab out of it, but take all the rest of it, and see if we can take that either to the city council or just take it to the newspaper. And that way we can expose those people and be done with them. You know?
Yeah. It's gonna take some work. With your 16, you're able to do it. You're gonna be able to do it, but you're still gonna need somebody who can do.
Okay, so we need someone who can speak Spanish or write
Spanish.
Write and speak Spanish.
Yeah. Basically, you're gonna kind of rewrite the journal a bit, and somebody who can forge pretty well. You know that, or rip out certain parts. You know, it can be done, but it would help if you have somebody with that Spanish, because it's going to be like, well, why is this half this page gone? Why is this all black? Is this part of the CIA? You know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's been heavily redacted.
It's part of the church. That's how we do things.
But yeah,
God didn't want you to see this
that's
part.
kind of like
We've
that.
been redacting stuff since the very beginning.
So that kind of gets all through there and everything else like that. You've kind of almost, it's after the thing, you sanctify the place, you've been able to redesign it however you want. So if you want to draw it, Brad, however you want, more than welcome. I don't have to give you the map. Bex, you've just got
that. I found that map too.
Okay, perfect. So if you want to redraw it however you want, you got it. And there's money to do that. And there next door, he chipped in extra stuff. So like he brought like some carver came in and engraved stuff in there, and if you wanted it, stuff like that. So
I'll probably politely refrain from that.
okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did all the other stuff. That's fine, but that was before we kind of figured out.
Well, he kind of got into it, so he's like, "Oh, we should put some, up here in front,
Put some hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
No,
this place cursed.
It's more what you're wanting, but it's kind of like how you do the dowels on the front of the old hounds
Okay.
and stuff.
I mean, I'll let him just for I'll let him do it. But.
So they kind of he put some of that in there, so if you can have that embellishment if you wish.
Gold leafing and all.
Yeah.
Pretty much, Bex, you make it back into town. You brought. You think does he deal with horses or cattle?
He does
Well, that-
both.
Okay. Well, we'll just say a bunch of
Cattle's for money. The horses they keep. They take care of the cattle.
Yeah.
Because you're right.
Probably brought a bunch of horses to get shoe. They got done. You just got done with a run, and probably bringing them all here for text to shoe them up and get them all tough. But it's winter too, so it's a storm's kind of coming through. You're probably going to batten down here in Memphis for a little bit before you head south. And you're right next to the banjo. And when you see the banjo, it's like brand freaking new with lights out front.
That looks like a mighty fine place to get a drink
Yep.
after a long haul.
Yeah. And
It says no evil priests, cultists, or wizards allowed,
Yeah.
except for Bo.
for Bo, maybe mummy's sorta.
Mummy's sorta.
Like a nailed up little sign up there.
I
Yeah.
don't know where they came from.
I'm assuming everybody's kind of there, so you kind of walk on in. And Brad, did you have like a gym in there? You said, and a boxing ring in the room.
Oh, that's right. I can't get a drink in there anymore, can I?
Well.
What was the
for my
Blessed
private
Banjo going to be? I
stash.
thought it was going to be a tavern, wasn't it?
No, it's
Or
not.
not?
It's not a tavern.
It's like the
Youth
YMCA.
center.
Yeah.
The youth center.
Yeah.
Oh, youth center. That's right.
Yeah.
Should have forgot.
Yeah.
But
so-
there is like a private bar for you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, second floor or something.
Yeah, probably like upstairs or something.
There's a
like that. I'll
kitchen. They
figure
get
that out.
food for the poor kids.
But yeah,
and all that.
there's
His
gonna be like a
office- his office
kitchen.
suite.
There'll be.
You walk in to
pantry,
get a
obviously,
drink and there's a
the
boxing
kitchen.
ring.
There's what?
Sorry.
Is there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, there's gonna be a boxing ring. So all that stuff for the boxing ring, we can box it up and move it so there'll be a storage area, and then we can convert it into a church or a town or a meeting hall or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's big. And then there'll probably be another little section where we can actually have kids and set them down and, you know, have talk to them or do whatever, you know.
Right.
Or
Yeah, I'll
have
get in the
just something
ring.
other
Just
than boxing.
wipe
We can
the
do
floor with
crafts
half
or
of
something like that.
Right.
Have a small bar.
And then
Gunsmithing, you know.
You have your other guy, the other priest?
Yeah, I do. You want to introduce him tonight too?
Yep. We'll bring him in.
Find a new lease. You gotta look at him and remember. Oh, he'll take you one.
Where is it?
It's more up there.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. The Asian lady, too, she was actually related to the Chinese laundry factory next door.
Who was?
The Asian girl, the Chinese lady you saved.
I say the Chinese lady?
At the
Yeah, back at the
Shoes with
church.
bow.
She was naked, tied to the floor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was actually related to them, and she was coming there to work for him, her uncle. And I forgot to do this, but we'll just paraphrase it.
Now you get free laundry for life.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. They do. I mean, it's a
No,
Chinese.
Shirley.
That's what they would
Yeah, it's a free. It's a laundry. So, but yeah,
Hung hose.
when you do, and they have a little restaurant there too.
Ooh, Chinese food.
Yeah, they do.
No,
Very
no.
good. It is.
We got Mexican food and Chinese food in town.
Yeah.
This place has turned out to be great.
But yeah, they're
Thanks,
very
sir.
good.
Huh? Let's head on down to the fish market, Bex.
And we'll kind of do that here because she was very bad off for some time. But Brad, you know that when you did that, the father Ching, you know, the older man that was kind of out front you saw before.
Yeah.
He didn't really say anything. He doesn't really speak English very well, but you know, the son was like, "Oh, thank you very much. You know, what are we gonna do?" And you know, he gave you a very deep bow, respectful bow, you know, to you. And this is my grandfather is very thankful for you to do what you have done for him. When she recovers, we will speak again. You are indeed of his death.
There's no need to worry too much. Just helping the neighbor out.
He bows again to you, you know.
I bow. Yeah. Crazy thing you guys do. Yep.
What's his name?
Ching.
Big shit.
Big shit. Jack!
What you got there, eh? 6 demon bag.
60 back.
None of us are fans of that.
But yeah, so
I love Evil Dead. What are you talking
kind
about?
of downstairs. You've kind of gotten all this. Kind of almost. You finished. Everything else has calmed down, and you're actually probably got it. There's no kids really there right now or anything like that. You've kind of. Everybody's kind of there celebrating. Kind of that time when you've probably brought out a bottle, brought some food or something too, and a little bit. You're kind of just talking about everything, and maybe even just finishing up talking about the
open
neighborhood.
up a restaurant around here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much, you see Bex walks in. They're all kind of sitting at a table. Bex, go ahead.
You just walk on in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remind me to put some locks on that door.
Sounds like it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Just come
Public
through a window.
door. Or is this into the office suite?
Well, we're probably out in the open area.
Yeah.
It's probably on that little, looks like maybe a little balcony that overlooks the boxing area where we could have kids do other stuff.
Yeah.
Two of those will be the tables and stuff.
That's fine.
So we could be up there sitting there, everything. So yeah, the place looks a lot different when you come in.
Yeah, it's like night and day. It's like,
Walk in. What's the girl gotta do to get a drink around here?
well, just strap right up, my dear.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Bo.
Here we go.
There's the game. Let's all go home.
That's right.
He runs right around the table.
My sanctified spell's gonna be broken now.
Olaf stands, takes his hat off, and Miss Bex.
I'll probably get up to it.
Preach the man.
I'll do the
Pull
same.
my hat off. It was Bex. Did you have a last name?
Not that we know of.
Yep.
Not
Not given to us.
Wyatt.
Wyatt. Would she would have told us that, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and plus I'm sure Texas got a big mouth. He would have been talking
Okay.
about my
Oh
my
yeah.
paw.
I'd probably go Miss Wyatt.
Bart Wyatt is her dad, big rancher.
Did you just get back into town?
Yeah, looks like some change has been going on, huh?
Mr. Bill,
It's not exactly the ball that you thought it might be, but I hope you like it nonetheless.
Here's some fine whiskey, my dear.
Copperhead kind of tips his hat. This is the real Bo. Watch out.
Well, now you see me dressed and undressed, but not me.
We know it's really him because we cut him in half and count his rings.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's that fella you killed.
I know it was really him. When she walked in, there was a thump on the bottom of the table.
Well, we could talk about that later. Presents
Not
his
with
arm.
me.
Damn, yeah, upset the damn thing.
He presents his arm.
She takes the drink.
Yeah. He's like, well, that's empty. Let's refresh that. And he takes it over and sets you down.
Mhm.
Next to him, he's going to use the Southern charm. Persuasion.
You didn't use much Southern time, just use that Kentucky bourbon.
That's fine. You roll the 9 as persuasion. Oh, he's a silver-tongued devil. Oh, you are indeed a beautiful.
I just sit back and watch the art form occur in front of me. It's like a bad ballet all the way around.
Pretty much, yeah.
I kinda-
Randy will do all. I mean, he has Randy, so you do all you can to get in your pants. So you can resist him or not. It don't matter. So
Olaf kind of leans over and kind of a low sort of voice. I thought you was on the wagon.
oh well, every once in a while, a man falls off. I guess I'll get back on, Cobb. Sorry. Sorry, it's hard to get out of the trade, my dear.
By wagon, I imagine that's just regarding holes. Everything else is still open to him.
No, I'll take your word.
Did you really just stop doing what you were doing?
Yeah, as soon as he saw Cobb.
Kelvin goes, God damn it! Slide you over $2 coins.
What just happened?
We're making bets.
I truly regret. Why would you ever call this lovely lady a whore?
I did not call her a hole. I just called the men women you normally associate with holes.
Well, it is about time I find myself in the company of a true woman. Glad to know what I have been missing in all my life, my dear.
Double another.
He said that to a whore last night. I was there.
Indeed, you are lying, sir. About then, there's like a knock at the door.
Okay, so there's no kids in here right now, right?
No, there are no kids in here right
It's
now.
after hours.
Yeah, after hours.
We even dug out the other kids and buried them
Oh,
elsewhere.
The ones that were buried in the basement, we even kicked them out for the night. We'll bring them back in the morning.
You do your knock at the door, though.
I'll get up.
You can describe.
Penny.
Yeah.
No! Shut the door. Lock it up.
You see a guy. He's probably about. I think he's about 6'1". Big black guy. Looks like. You guys familiar with the actor Terry Crews?
Yes.
Looks like Terry Crews.
Okay.
Really, really muscular. He does the pecs. He's hilarious. He's bald. Mustache. Kind of a big mustache. Here, well trimmed though, and probably kind of looks almost like it's a goatee. Looks like he's maybe in his early 30s, maybe. He's very built, and he is wearing a preacher's garb.
We've already met.
Yeah, if you wanted to do that, they've already met.
Okay. All right.
So,
Is that still? I mean, that's still
unless
good,
you
right?
want this to be their first actual
No,
meeting.
no. If you've had it where they've met before, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you had talked to him about coming in and helping the kids, because he was a former boxer.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, that's fine.
so it's his name is Father Julius Baker, and he's originally from Tennessee.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
Okay.
he's a brother.
I go, Father Baker.
Father Cobb.
I go, please come on in.
He's probably wearing a hat similar to this, just a black
Yeah.
hat, and he'll take it off when he enters in. You know, take his hat off and just hold it.
I go, and we've already spoken then about you coming.
Yeah,
Work
if you wanted to say we already did that.
Yeah, because
you
that's what I
approached
was
him and he was
already
very interested.
Yeah.
Because I remember we said you were talking about the unsavory priest, and he was all against that. That's why he was kind of, I'll help you out in anything you want to do, especially if it's in that aspect.
Yeah.
He probably would have came down too and helped her out then, probably.
Yeah, when he got a chance, he would. He actually has carpentry of one and blacksmith of one.
Oh, that's perfect.
So he would have come down and helped out too.
Okay, so then they would.
Is there a way, real quick? Boo, you come in a little bit. They'll just a little hair, because you can never see Boo in the picture. So.
Better?
Yeah. Come in a little bit.
Just shove your chest out. You can see
There we go. There we go. Now we can see everybody.
Okay.
Okay, so pretty much most of these people
This
know
is my wife.
That is his wife.
This is our friends.
We have friends.
Yeah, that's Steve.
So most of these people did at least.
Steve has no friends.
See him
I got
on-
Yes,
died.
he can.
the place on the site. So, except for maybe Bex.
Right. You just remember from that adventure.
I go, please do come on in. We were just having well, some of us were just having a drink to celebrate finishing up the banjo. I hope you're not too opposed to that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Calvin will make his way over. Sir? Calvin, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, I do not know if you were formally introduced before, but
If you were working on the place, you probably did.
Probably bumped into him, but I don't know about formally.
Yeah, really,
so.
Yeah. Reverend Olaf Olufsen.
Father Julius Baker. Nice to meet you.
Father Baker.
Copper, it's like, John Smith. Father Baker just really.
God's best of coming in.
Yeah, really. Nice to meet you, Mr. Smith. He probably does kind of give you a side glance. Not anything, but just like, okay. So, he's like, well, nice to meet you. And, man,
Well, how do? How do? Aren't you a big fella? Good to meet you. You say Julie?
His bow just goes, oh
Julius
man.
Baker.
Julie?
Yeah.
Julius Baker.
How
Nice to meet
do?
you.
Bex?
Nice to meet you.
Might wipe your hand if you shake bows.
What is that? Do you drink there, Paul?
Once in a while, I'll have a drink if it's celebratory.
Yeah, well, indeed. Here you go.
Good. Thank you.
Beauregard T. Johnson, I think we met before, working on stuff. In fact, we were working on that second floor room. If I remember, we helped put that window in.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Is that the same
I increased
window
my
that small
carpentry
child
level.
fell out of?
I increased my carpentry one level since last we talked.
Oh, good. I'm thinking about doing that
Well,
myself
that's
because I
good.
got to catch up.
And then Rob's character, which do.
I already did.
Yeah, he already introduced himself. So.
Well, you guys kind of small talk and
Yeah.
kind of talk about what's going on. Hit me.
I probably kind of explained to the rest of them that Julius is probably going to be spending some time here, helping me out with
Okay.
training, teaching the kids because he's. Were you formerly a boxer or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually probably starts talking. He has persuasion. He doesn't have really tail telling, but he probably tells you a little bit of his life story. In a nutshell, is he was a slave on one of the plantations down south, and he grew up being one of the bigger guys. So he would basically keep the peace in a way among the slaves, and eventually the family who owned him, the two kids decided he was very intelligent as well. Well, there was two brothers and a sister, and one of the brothers was kind of unscrupulous, so he would smuggle him out at night and take him down to fight in the fights and place bets on him
Oh,
and basically use him to make money.
right.
Well, the other brother and sister didn't like that, and they recognized in him he had a very intelligent. He was very intelligent, so they talked to him. They would take him during the afternoons and teach him the ways of the book, a good book, and teach him the Bible and all that. So he was kind of getting
Dual trained.
dual trained, and he was kind of like, I'm not really wanting to do this for the rest of my life. I'd rather go to rectory or seminary and become man of the cloth. Well, his family decided, or the family that owned him decided to free the slaves.
Mhm.
And when he was freed, the brother and sister were old enough to pool enough money with their father and send him
To seminary.
to a seminary to learn. And he did. But he always kept his
He's
strength
fighting.
up because he was just unnatural at it.
Mhm.
So he has a strength of 4d10 and a brawling of 5d12.
Jeez.
And it's basically because he had to fight for a living,
Right.
but he just never lost it. So he joined the church, the priesthood, and came back to Tennessee in Memphis and basically joined the church. And when he joined the church, he was like, okay, this is going to be great. Well, then there were some of the church members are kind of corrupt and stuff. And he's like, okay, this is, but what can I do about it? So
Right.
he's been kind of stewing
Mm-hmm.
this whole time about seeing this going on. And he's a black priest. And he's like, I'm a black priest in Tennessee. What am I going to accomplish? I'll just keep my mouth shut and I'll just watch. But then when he met Cobb, who's kind of not made as a crusade, but you're actually wanting to change that, he's like, I'm in. Whatever you want, I'm in. And when he said, I want to train the youth to defend themselves, he's like, I'm in for that too. So he pretty much just said, I'm your guy. And he's very polite, very soft-spoken. He's been on, he's had a pretty crappy life to begin with. And he's learned to change himself, and that's his belief about everybody. So he's kind of a good guy at heart.
Don't by chance know how those fares, do you?
Dude.
Okay.
He
Did
does.
say you know boxing, huh?
Yeah, and the thing about him is now that he's joined the priesthood, like his edges are blessed. He has sand. He has don't get him riled. So if he takes damage, he starts doing more damage. He also has brave, but his hindrances are heroic, loyal, yearning, and pacifist of 3. He won't fight and he won't hurt anybody unless it comes down to it. That's why he has persuasion of 3d8. He'd rather talk his way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it comes down to it, he's one of those guys that's like, don't push him, don't cross him. And if you back him into a corner, he's going to fight and you're going to regret it. But he will do everything he can to talk his way out of it first. But as far as teaching kids how to box, you know, it's so there. Here's how you do it, kid. You know, he really wants to
That's
teach
good.
them how to defend themselves.
That's good, Mike. That's really well framed.
I was just waiting for everything to tumble over.
I did too. So basically, that's Father Baker. Everybody in Memphis calls him Father Julius. They just call him Father Julius.
I think that's a lot better, actually. Everybody's in a shotgun.
Yeah, that's good.
You got this right here.
So yeah, that's him in a nutshell. So
Well, you guys got small talk for a while. Let's talk everything else. Well, pretty soon there's a knock.
Gotta get the shotgun out.
Well, this knock,
Those darn ravens that they keep.
this knock is like, you know, this is a sunny knock.
Okay.
There's something ever bad going on or it's heading this way. Sometimes it's the kids or somebody, but there'll be a certain knock.
Okay.
you've got a code.
You got it's my Baker
Yeah.
Street boys.
That's right.
If you'll excuse me just one more moment, I get up and hurry over there.
And,
Well, I limp over there actually, but
there's like more talk and everything else. There's some food and stuff. And it's one boy named Randall.
Randall, what you doing out this day?
Always doing my business. He kind of looking around, looking inside, kind of getting a glimpse. You know, he's kind of teenage boy, but you know he
Yeah.
works for Sonny and some of the other people.
Don't worry, there's plenty of time to check out the banjo, the new banjo that is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you be doing out here?
I'm just letting you know the Five Fists is coming this way.
I'm sorry, the who?
Five Fists.
Five Fists. And who exactly is the Five Fists?
It's this Connor fella. He used to come around here pretty often when it was the former owner.
Connor?
Yeah,
And his-
Five Fists.
they call him the Five Fists.
Well, they're a bunch of brawlers. They've been gone for a while, but they've seen in town, and they kind of always took some protection money around from folk around the area.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Were they friends of, what's his name that used to run this place?
I wouldn't say so. I know he paid as some other people did. But anyway, we hadn't seen him in a while, but they just all rode into town, so I imagine they're coming this way. way it sounded. Anyway,
Just where he normally gets his what do you call it? Protection money
yeah,
from this neighborhood.
sometimes he used to run a racket with the former owner, and sometimes he do things for the owner too.
All right. Well, you best run on home.
He kind of gets back out in the cold and screws all. He disappears as soon as he gets outside.
Face plants in a snowdrift, coughs a little blood, walks on back home.
Oh shit.
Damn tuberculosis.
Yeah, that's actually probably possible.
I know.
Yeah, it's probably very possible.
So, Cub, what was that all about?
Everything all right?
It seems like there's some sort of gang coming into town. Might be coming to this area.
Copperhead's like, not us though, right?
No, some other gang called the Five Fists, led by somebody by Connor, led by a man named Connor.
Cloud?
I've heard about that.
You
I
roll
hope not.
there, you know.
Oh, not.
I hope it's not Connor O'Malley either.
That one would be really bad.
Because he is a boxer.
Yeah, Five Fists. Connor's kind of like he'd be like a head of a kind of a more of an organized group.
Okay.
Like he runs other gangs and stuff.
Okay.
But you know that his big thing is boxing and fighting and every stuff like that. If he's actually here in Memphis, something's brought him here. He's usually out of what's the other town next to us? Close to big town back then that was close to Memphis.
Nashville.
Probably.
Yeah, he's out of Nashville then.
Okay.
But he does have dealings here, but he's mostly out of Nashville. And he does have stuff, racketeering, stuff like that. You know, the banjo was one of those places that he would probably either get business, drop off business, or get money from. You know, so. But yeah, whatever he's doing here in town.
Father Julius basically relays that. He's out of Memphis. If he's here, there's probably a reason.
He is from out of Memphis?
Or out of Nashville. Operates out of Nashville. If he's here, there's probably a reason.
That
Brawler.
reason,
Boxer brawler.
that reason being...
Maybe he heard about the that Broken Banjo changing hands.
Might be asking for protection money. Could be bringing business. Thinking it's the old owner.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Hmm.
Might be a good idea. But what time of the night is it?
Oh, it's probably 6 or 7. Probably closer, getting close to 7.
So it might be a good idea if he doesn't show up too soon. We might have leave somebody here at the banjo, keep an eye on it.
Oh, don't look at me. I'm coming with you guys.
Well, I plan on staying here unless I know he goes somewhere else.
Well, I know a couple of nice establishments I could take you to, Miss Beck's. Or even out.
Do they serve drinks?
Of course, and lovely meals too. We could always end up at Felix's after. You'd always like a guest. Or
Double or nothing, right?
Now, gentlemen, stop your
Hands
gambling.
off the table right now.
Damn.
Roll your cogs. If you have hearing, add that, please.
Hearing?
Like any hearing bonus.
Big ears.
Keen doesn't work?
Yeah, keen at it.
Wahoo! Wahoo!
10.
Wahoo!
Operated got a 9. Julius got an 8.
29.
25.
Oh my
I was
God.
happy with my 17.
Oh my gosh.
I popped 3 times.
My 12 pop got 11 and a keen on
I popped an 8 3 times on the same
Oh,
day.
yay. Everyone like stopped at the one moment.
Everybody goes,
Bo's just like, hey, did you take that fly park? Well, it is that perfect moment where everyone just stops talking. So, what'd you get, Brad?
I got 10.
Okay, that's good. Well, okay. Everybody got it. For you that are normal human beings, basically you hear a horse weenie, you know, like that thing, but it's like blood curdling. Like it's like
Rob Luker.
yeah, Rob Luker. But it's like a horrible, like in pain sound. If you got the higher 16, you know a horse is one of your horse. You can even hear you know which horse it was. It's old Blackie, and she's getting ripped apart, and you're growling outside. You in the 20s, you swear to hell, if you never seen it, heard a lion or a tiger or something like that, you basically hear like out back behind the banjo where the privy is. You hear some growling out there, and basically something is tearing into one of the horses.
I'm out the door with my frickin' Mauser right now.
Okay. But yeah, you hear old Blackie, she's getting mauled by something. We'll go into rounds.
You're gonna have to. I'm holding out.
I'm running out and pulling both pistols.
Can you do something? That's his big box. It's off.
Yep. With a 16, you're like, I know that horse. Yeah.
I'm on 7.
Who's got cards?
Oh, we don't have cards out yet.
Well,
Brad's got
I
cards.
guess we'll use my cards.
All right. Bo got a 7.
So who's highest?
15 here.
15.
19 for Copperhead.
Copperhead.
Roll your quick.
Oh, what did I do?
0, 5, 10. Copperhead. Who's the next highest?
15.
15.
15 is how many?
5, 10, 15.
Thank you.
7 is that 3?
I'm on 7.
15 is
I have 9.
1, 5, 10, 15. 4.
2. You're 7?
Yeah.
Go ahead, 7.
Am I supposed to have that?
Yes, sort of.
What is
Okay.
it?
It's a Joker.
Yeah.
I think it's a black Joker.
Yeah, it says should have B on it. B on it.
Nar.
R's red.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, and
Oh,
Penny
Julius had a 5. So he just gets 2 points.
and Cobb only gets 1. According to the rules, she draws a red. She gets a poker chip.
Oh, is that how they do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And if we ever draw a black, he gets a poker chip.
Oh,
I
interesting.
didn't know that.
And don't forget, jokers cannot go up the sleeve.
Right, you have to use
You
it.
have
this
to
round.
use it this round. Yeah, I'm gonna go have a cigarette. This is gonna be a while for me. Okay.
And since you can't have more than 10, you might as well just convert that.
Yeah.
You have 10 dice, so just write bounty point. Get 1 bounty point. Because it's worth 1. Now the red Joker, what that means is you can go anytime you want, and you can always interrupt somebody, and you don't have to beat them in a roll. So if somebody's gonna punch or shoot somebody, or if this thing is gonna attack a horse and you want to interrupt it, you just throw your red Joker down and you go. You don't have to make a quickness check to do it.
Okay.
You just go before.
You dirty lion, you.
So.
Yeah, I think this is a lot better stuff.
I think
Yes.
so.
Rip it.
Yeah.
I think everybody can be seen, so we'll have to reach something up.
Yeah.
Or even back behind. Then I'm trying to get one of the bigger court orders.
Yeah.
Oh wait. No, we haven't been to Mexico yet, have we?
Nope.
Never mind. I haven't got my first big 50 yet.
I
got a Mauser though.
Mexico's after.
All right. So, aces. Or jokers, or whatever you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Fuck.
Or you can use that to go in front of anybody too, if you want to, like.
Yeah, so you might want to hold on.
Yeah, I was going to hold on to that until
That's
I
fine.
actually see what's going on.
Okay.
Who
Ace.
doesn't see?
We're all sitting at the table in that.
I'm
room.
up and out the door.
What's your
Running out
pace?
the door. My pace is 8.
8. So it's a back door.
Sorry.
8 is great.
8 is great.
Okay, well, you can run to the back door. There is like a windows back there. You can go to the window, or you can go right out, open the door if you wish.
The window's probably not open.
But they've been rebuilt, so you can open one. But that would be, you can get to the window for your pace. You can open a window or open the door.
I'll open the window to look
All right,
out.
left or right window.
Judging from where the sound came from, could I kind of make a determination?
Probably somewhere more in front of the door.
Right.
So you go right into the kitchen. You can go up there, and it's a quick. You can see as you flip it open,
Mhm.
And go ahead and just roll your guts.
Shit.
Because you've never seen one of these before, but
Right.
you've seen one on probably in a book.
Just see one on TV.
Yeah, in a book.
So it's guts plus your wind, right? Or your grit?
Yeah, grit.
We do Mike.
And it's only -1 because you're in the banjo.
10.
Okay, that's fine. You just needed a basically, if you've seen a line in a book, it'd be a 3, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Unless it's like an undead line.
No, it's just a line. It's kind of bloody because it's like ripping out into a horse, like chewing it out. Like,
Fuck.
so as you come there, there's a little bit of snow, and you see the spray
Right.
of the horse blood spewing all over the snow. All the other horses are about to go, what the fuck? Wilbur. But it's basically, it's a lion, a
Right.
big lion.
A big effing lion.
Yeah, and he's digging his claws put his arm on the leg, ripping out chomping on its mouth as it rips out its intestines and basically spewing everything. And it's basically a big lion. And it's coming out.
I'm taking, well, I mean, I'm
That was your
getting ready
action.
to, yeah.
You just open it up.
Right.
It's coming out of a little wagon. And it looks like a gypsy wagon. It's got 4 wheels.
Oh, shit. It's the fucking wagon.
Oh, no.
Kelvin would know this because he's there when it was there before. You don't
No, you never been there. You never seen it.
No,
You just told
but
it.
it was told in the backyard. There's a spot where this wagon randomly appeared. I remember
From the
this
skid
story.
marks.
Things pop out.
Yeah, things pop out of it.
So there's a gypsy wagon,
Right.
and it's multicolored. It's got the little streamers on it. It basically looks exactly out of your picture, out of the.
Because we had that area roped
Yeah.
off. Remember when we were
It
doing?
was like that
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah.
It had the
But we
little rope around it.
redid it, so you couldn't.
And we were told
Yeah.
if you get in it and it
Don't-
pops away,
right, you're done.
You're stuck there until it comes
Until it
back.
comes back.
That's
Right.
what Akeem said. He says like, well, it's kind of busted. There's like
I forgot about that.
So did I.
Shit.
there's like the plant stuff hanging off of it. There's like seaweed on it, and sand.
In the bottom of the ocean at times.
There's different decorations on it. Like some people graffitied it. There's like tribal markings around the world. There's all kinds of weird stuff. There's like Japanese paper
It's its own travel postcard.
Yes, it's just bizarre. It's just got everything you can imagine on it, but it's still a gypsy wagon. The the left side, the wheels are broken. So as it's basically is snuck into the dirt, is those 2 rivet parts. You know those it's like the brakes spokes. So it's like it like digs in as it arrives into the dirt.
Okay.
So it re-digs up those grooves, and it's because the wheels are busted off. So pretty much it kind of like boom, and there's like still like the tinkling bells and other chimes and a little bell there clink clink clink, and then the little do that. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Little
yeah, the
you hear
drum.
one of those going off, and it's kind of landing there, and it's basically this line has popped out of it. And it's like, oh,
The lion's
what?
probably really fucking hungry because Lord knows how long it's been in there, right?
Yeah, and it basically lunges out, and it's chewing into old Betsy. So that was aces.
All right.
King, queen.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you see him at the window, and he's kind of has his rifle. You were getting that ready by now,
Yeah, I would have slung it off my back.
and you can hear that. You definitely hear the horses. The horses did just something's happened to her.
Yeah,
Probably-
Beck's gonna go right out. She's
You
running, pulling her rifle.
you can
going
open
right
up
to
the
back.
window, open up the door,
Open up the door.
and you see what I just described. Roll your guts. I am going to make it we'll make it a 3 because you've seen them in books. Gotcha.
It's 3d6 plus 4 for grit and plus 2 for brave.
That's got my.
Oh, you added that in. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So it's 9. Okay. No.
Well, no, that should be to your roll. So roll 3d6 and your 4 plus 2 for brave. Yeah, it should be.
Should be. That's what it should
That's
be.
what it works.
Okay, so what am I doing?
3d6.
Roll 3d6. Roll that and get your eyes.
Roll that, okay.
No, I had 6 to your
Oh,
eyes.
oh. Okay, so 10.
Plus 6.
4 for your grit. Plus 2 for brave.
16. Okay. Yeah, that's a lion. You piece of crap. So, so pretty much, you do what you open. That was your movement. You get out there. You have the door open. You see the exact same thing, but you're outside, and it's killing the horse.
No, it's not.
Okay, there you go. That's the red Joker. So you may shoot.
I may shoot.
Yep, if you
I
wish.
hope I hit it.
Or you
Otherwise,
can
it's
say
gonna
like, "Oh,
knock its head off.
Like you did with the vampires.
Okay, where am I at? I'm looking here. Shooting, right?
Yep.
Is that an hour?
5.
Yep.
That's a hit.
That hits.
4 minutes?
So roll d20 for location.
3.
That's in the leg. So roll your damage. That is a size 7, so
These you add together. So
I add these.
add them all together.
Oh, okay.
but they do pop.
Oh, it does pop. Okay. 16.
Right by 7, so that's 2 wounds.
2 legs.
Yep. Okay. Shoot it in the leg. Alright, that was Queens, Jacks.
Yeah, and I'm out of.
Okay, Jack.
That was me.
Window is open.
I'm getting my shooting stuff out. Hang on.
Come on, Mel boy! You gotta roll them dice! Man, what are you doing?
Trying to find my other D8s. Or not D8s, as well. Okay, so yeah, I shoot through the window. At the,
At least he opened it. Brand new window. So he's good enough to open it.
yeah, I'll try to hit it in the proper spot.
Well, if you're doing a call shot, then it's a penalty. So,
Right.
are you doing that, or are you shooting normal?
I'm trying to hit it in the heart. So
In the heart?
yeah.
Okay, well then that takes there's going to up your chance. So that's probably.
Oh, yeah. But,
Oh, it's on your side.
eyeball heart is minus 10.
So you're going to add 10 to your roll. So you need 15 or better.
I rolled 21.
Okay, you hit it in the heart. What do you do for this extra 2 dice?
Yeah, that'd be the gizzards. So that's an extra 1 die.
Well, he wasn't mad for it all now, was he? Thank you.
Oh.
Now I gotta go out and shoot my horse.
10, 19, 20, 22, 23. 43.
Divide by 7. So that is
More than 5.
no, 7.
6.
Oh.
45, so 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, you take aim, shoot it right in the heart.
This is how it happens. Gets the window, flings it open. She runs out. He's like, fuck. Click. Window. What on the. What?
It rips, spitting the blood, like looking at you in the eye, and all of a sudden it's like.
Yeah, I made it turn around.
Boom. Thank you.
Pretty much a dead shot right in that heart. Goes out the other side, takes a dink off the
Wagon.
wagon. And by the way, Brad, it's that wagon. Remember that wagon?
Gypsy
That
wagon.
randomly
Gypsy
shows
wagon?
up. Remember they had that little roped off
Oh.
area? They said there was
Yeah.
that wagon that would appear.
The gypsy wagon that would just
And if you were
appear
in it,
Who
you
told
would.
us about that?
That was
The
king,
Egyptian
the
guy?
Egyptian guy, yeah.
Okay.
And you blow it apart, and it basically rolls off the horse, falls in the snow, and it's dead. And,
I didn't want to like destroy it. I just wanted to, do
oh
a
yeah,
kill
it was
shot. So.
perfect shot,
Okay.
perfect boom, big hunter.
That's a trophy, man.
Because I tell you what, well done, my boy, well done,
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt. Yes, big game bullet,
Bullet for you.
bullet for you, boy, bullet,
bullet, bullet,
Well,
bullet.
I swear to God, Pa, she was eaten by a lion.
Where's Betty? We're gonna have photographs. That's hilarious.
I swear to God, Pa.
What? Oh, mountain lions.
Yeah. Mountain lion? No, like
No, Pa. One of them Barnum Baby
pulls out the little
lions.
stuffed animal like this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, not cute and
All right,
furry.
we're out of rounds, so that's it. It's
Okay.
dead.
Well, I'll go see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Base of your horses, you're gonna have to put your horse down.
Yeah, that's what I go do.
I'll offer to do it for you if you don't. You
Oh,
know,
she's walking out
being
there to
that
do
you're
it.
a woman, you'd be like, well, do you want me to? Never mind. Pow!
It's good.
Like,
All the horses
She's a
are
ranch gal.
freaking out. They're
They
like
can do
trying
it
to
if
like
I
run
gotta
around the room.
Calm everybody, calm the horses down. Then
Something,
after
you know, Texas people are coming over and like, what the hell? Oh my God!
It's all right. We took care of it. Well, someone took care
Damn,
of it.
Christ, a lion!
I don't even
You
know
come
what
out,
was
there's a dead lion,
Where'd it come from?
Look,
So
Kyle,
that
I can do
wagon's
stuff
still
too.
there?
Well, I didn't do it.
and I described.
Curiosity, I've got to look inside the wagon.
Yeah, you basically it's a gypsy wagon.
Yeah.
The front two wheels are busted, so it's just the spokes. That's why it digs in the dirt when it arrives. Right out of the thing with the covered like a wooden wagon, all the with doors and windows, covered
What
with
do they
like
call
all
those?
kinds of like little
Carol.
trinkets and windows. Got little and like chimes. It looks like
Oh,
there's
that
there's
gypsy wagon. Oh.
Japanese stuff. There's
Oh,
tribal
that's
stuff from Africa and graffiti. There's all kinds of weird looking stuff, different colors.
Chicago graffiti.
Yeah. Yeah. There's seaweed hanging off the side of it. It's just, yeah. So as you go up, the door is open. It got smashed open when the lion jumped out. But yeah, that's what you see sitting there in perfectly stopped where the ruts end around that little taped off area you did.
You
So
said the front wheels on it are busted?
it's like the outer wheels. It has the spokes,
Right.
and that's what digs into the dirt. They seem blocked, but it just.
What time of day is it right now?
About
That's
seven.
Night, so
6 or 7 at night.
so it's dark. So I'll grab a lantern.
There's
Take
one back
that out
there.
there.
Yeah. Horses are freaking out. You
I
can
go
put your
calm
horse.
down.
You take care of your horse.
I'm gonna go over and check out the lion.
Yep, perfect shot. It looks a little starved.
Kick the lion as I go by.
Yeah. I mean, it looks a little hungry,
That
Right.
but yeah, it's pretty much it's a large male lion.
roar.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Got a little collar and jam.
Would I know where in town I could take this lion to have it?
Stuff.
Skin.
Oh, you can find one.
No, not stuffed, skinned.
Yeah, you can find a spot.
Well, except for the head, you're gonna mount that in the.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna skin it to where the head and the pelt lay in the floor of the. It's a lion skin rug.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, yeah, you can easily find that.
And he can sleep on it at night.
Just imagine going in the morning. Could you skin this? Where'd it come from? Did you carry that around with you?
Yeah, but there you go. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take it to whoever I need to take it to,
You can do that.
and try to explain to them what happened, why there's a lion in
It'll
Memphis.
probably be about $50 to get it all right.
Okay.
So like that.
I'll actually give him 75 for a tip, so that way he doesn't
They'll
fuck
do
it
a
up.
real good job.
Yeah.
So roll the one. I didn't do it well. Actually,
I looked through the
18, so it looks really good.
Awesome.
I looked through the broken door, and what do I see inside the gypsy wagon?
Inside, there is this montage of just junk and stuff, like knickknacks. I mean, like you have all your collections all here. It's like that, all in this little stuff. But it's nothing like bigger. It'd be like a hat or shells and stuff, all that. There's a whole bunch of sand, like over in the corner, and it's all wet. You do notice there is some water running out of like the floorboards, and you see a starfish, and like from the ocean.
Oh, it's a sea lion. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, give you a high. Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves a dice there. Yeah.
I was hoping somebody say it, but that's good.
That was awesome.
Yep. Yeah. There's actually like water was in there from the ocean. And it's pouring out, and you can see stuff's been kind of knocked around and smashed. Like the lion's been trying to get out.
Right.
And yeah, and all the stuff's kind of like there on the walls and smashed up, and you know, it's like it'd be like a gypsy collector's house. Oh, I'm gonna keep this little hat.
But somebody put a lion in there and locked it in for
Yeah,
me.
and in the center,
It just went on in.
like the center back wall, no, it'd be the front where you would sit and ride the horses. On the inside, there's this big apparatus of like gears and a big, huge hourglass with a crack through the glass. And as you look in, you see it, and the sand starts pouring down through it. You know, there's like a little bit of water dripping out of it, but there's like a weird, like a little moaning. You can hear that's ghost rock. But yeah, there's like some sort of mechanical thing there, and it's in there running. And basically, there's a starfish flops out of a fish. A little crab jumps out of the thing.
Oh shit, Bex is out there.
It's not actual fish.
It's a crab.
Oh.
She ain't got in there to smell it yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see an actual sea crab crawl out of the thing and starts pouring across the snow.
That's dinner. Stop that.
Boil that. Okay, I'm gonna use my mad science to interpret what I'm
Do
seeing.
you have mad science?
I do have mad
Oh,
science.
wow. Okay.
7.
Okay. You're looking at it, it's like, well, that is like a mad scientist kind of thing. There's like maybe some other things going on with as well, but it is something to be some sort of like, you'd have to look at it more.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's definitely like some sort of mad science device.
How big is this hourglass thing?
That it is basically, it's like torso size.
Okay.
And then you can tell it basically will run for an hour.
Okay. I think this thing is going to be here for about an hour. It's got a timing, some sort of timing.
He tells me this
based on-
before I take the tiger. I'm going to go to take the tiger.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to
And there's like a couple of Texas guys come out. Oh man, your horse! I'm so sorry. It's never been like this before. That damn wagon, I swear. You get the weirdest shit out of that thing.
I'll be like, what wagon?
That thing.
surely there's a place that sells wagon wheels, right?
Right next door. We make them.
I need 2. Put on that wagon.
You are out of your effing mind.
Well,
I ain't touching that
They
thing.
can't roll like that.
Well, that's good. I don't want that thing rolling around.
I don't think it needs to
Comprehen's like,
roll
he's got a
around.
point. You got a point.
What? That thing will just go poof. It'll be gone.
It's a poofer.
Yeah. Man, I ain't ever seen a lion coming at that thing. Well, I mean, we better not have livestock around this pen no more. Jeez. Is Henry in there?
Henry.
I don't know.
Henry.
Who's
Oh, he's a
Henry?
fellow disappeared a few years ago, looking around in that thing. Never came back.
Olaf?
Olaf is climbing in.
Copperhead is going to grab the back of your shirt and be like, don't you
Yeah.
dare go in there.
But he's got to see that.
I've got about an hour to be able to look at the thing.
How do you know?
I'm-
That thing looks broken.
I'm seeing the sand going through the glass thing. It's about to look about an hour or so with the sand in there.
Yeah, but I'm looking at a big old crack in that hourglass, and that tells me maybe it ain't right.
And as you're looking at it too, some of the gears are going, and then one of them's going backwards, like really fast. So there's definitely some weird stuff going on with this
Wonder.
thing, but you know,
What if it suddenly just decides to take off before the time runs out? How do we know it's got an hour to be here? Maybe it's got 4 minutes.
you're gonna have to get in there and look.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
trying to break away to.
Or you can do a post strength roll.
Yeah,
All right.
Because
What are the rest of you
don't
guys
you dare
doing?
go in there. What are you doing?
One guy's like, well, how much money are you willing to pay?
Pay me before I go. Yeah.
He's
I
like,
got 2 pops.
okay.
I got a 4.
Well, I think you beat him.
11.
All right, 11. You beat him. You Kenny wrestles through and he
I'm
stumbles on in. You
I
slip
ain't following you, Olaf. If you take off, I'm very sorry, man.
like something flops on your foot. And you're like, what the hell is that? And you can
Halibut.
let go. Yeah. Yeah. You climber in and there's like a big old bug like buzzing around, like some African bug, you know, like still buzzing around or whatever, and it just kind of, oh, that's neat. Well, anyway, you get up to the device. It's like, you roll your mad scientist again, And it's going to take a little bit. You're going to spend some time in there doing this.
Yeah. But
Do you have, what are your scientific stuff?
steam engineering.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll your mad scientist. Well, he gets in there, starts rooting around, looking around the device. What are you guys going to do?
I'll shine the light in there for him.
Okay, you can see in there.
7.
7? All right. Yeah, there's basically it is some sort of man-sized creation. You've never seen anything like it before, but it's also like it seems to have roll your occult. Bo's like, I am staying right here.
4.
4? You're not too sure, but there is like probably something else going on, not just mad science. There's other stuff in here. And you're like looking at some of the objects, you're like, well, wait a minute, that's kind of an occultish things in here too. There might be just decorations, but there might be more. So you can spend some time looking in here, and everything you look at is like, oh, wait a minute, that looks like some sort of Indonesian temple thing.
I'm really going to try to concentrate on this machine so I can
Yeah, you can
file
tell.
a report on this contraption.
You're looking at it, it's definitely, it has, as it's looking at it now, above the sand dial, there is a clock with 12 different little stones, and each stone has like a lettering on it, like a number, and some sort of ruin. You're not too sure what, but one clock is like pointing at 5, and the other one's going like it's spinning around like really fast. The other one's sitting at 5. The other one's just spinning like out of control. You know, and it basically sand's dripping through it, and there's like you hear the cling, and you hear a spring go bang in there. So outside you hear this bang.
Well, if I don't think you got an hour.
How's the sand doing?
Oh, you got like 45 minutes, so it's just cranking. But there's something. You're old 7, so you can keep looking. What are the rest of you guys doing while this is happening? The two guys are arguing how much you're going to pay us to put the wheels on.
Well, they can argue I want to. I took the lion over to the place, so.
Well, did you want to pay him to put the wheels on or not?
Well, what do they want? They want charge.
I don't know. One guy don't want to touch it. The other guy comes out from over there, and he's like, well, we'll do it for $25 a piece.
I'll pass. I'll take my line and walk away.
All right, $15.
Keep walking.
10 each.
10 for both of them? That sounds good to me. I'll pay
10
it all
per
the
wheel.
10 for putting them both on? Yeah, right. Because I'm
Roll
walking
your
away.
persuasion.
I have persuasion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where is it? I have it. There it is.
Mine.
It's about in the middle of the sheet.
That's me, about in the middle of the
You're out of
sheet.
your mind. You don't want to be in there when that happens.
15.
All right, 5 each. Yeah, okay. We'll do it 5 each.
All right, I'll pay them.
All right. They run back the wheels. You are idiots. I get your boots or something.
I get your boots. Just don't go in the damn thing.
Well, yeah, that's 50. That is 50 apiece. But they start really going real quick, like over there. Pop it out, get it out.
And does NASCAR with it?
You're welcome. Kelvin single-handedly invented NASCAR with $10.
The first 50.
Wow.
All right, well, there we go. So they're out there doing. You take the line off. You're leaving.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gone. All right, Olaf, you're gonna keep running around in there.
Almost up the last minute. Mostly I'm trying to memorize this whole contraption.
All right, go ahead and roll your mad scientist again, and I'll allow you to roll your occult again too.
For sure, something I can do to help you, buddy.
5 on the mad science.
Get him out of there.
Yeah.
And 3 on the occult.
Well, you're looking at it. It's like
I had to get the line.
you're looking at it. It's like, well, it's
be
definitely something's wrong and busted. As you know, with what's going on, it's definitely gone haywonkers. So it's been about 20 minutes in, and then all of a sudden it came like, and the sand goes. This all of a sudden goes, You're looking at it.
All
You're
you
like,
hear from outside the wagon, I told you so!
and basically the guys go, good, yeah. Basically there's like this bell ring, like a little.
Can I grab him
A-
from
alarm?
outside?
He's inside. You'd have to reach in to get him. You can hear this it's like the crank up little alarm bell.
Yeah.
Gong, like the
I'm
gong, like a gong goes off.
I'm
Gong.
I'll
Okay,
try.
go ahead.
I-
You can roll your what would that be? Just
Probably dexterity.
nimbleness for
Or
Brad to grab him.
nimbleness, Yeah.
Hey, Brad, roll your nimbleness to grab him, and if you grab him, I'll give you a bonus to him. You need to roll your nimbleness to jump out. If you have dodge, I'll let you do that, or just
Yeah, I've got dodge also.
whatever's greater.
Well, dodge will never come in handy.
14.
I didn't expect anybody to
14,
get
all right. You
time traveling gypsy wagon either.
you grab for him, and
Yeah,
you can
don't
see
make
it like
it, so.
starting to shimmer, and you're like, you feel yourself like getting, like you're about to hit that Star Wars, like you see like everything's starting to go like this, like it's starting to like
Warp a little.
warp a little bit, and you're like, "Eh," and as you jump out the door,
We've
kind of
gone
like
flat.
just Brad tries to grab you, but you can't get out of the way, and you see it go. The whole thing like shimmers like a mirage, and it's like ding ding ding, and the little chimes all ring, and it's like.
Yeah.
It's like it's the TARDIS.
Is it bigger on the inside?
I was thinking more of the NASCAR car.
Yeah.
But yes, in Doctor Who, it basically it like takes off, like finish the rut out of the area, and basically shimmers away, and you hear like that ongoing chimes and other stuff. Even though it's gone, you can still hear it in the snow and out there. The two guys stumble back. Oh, one falls over the rope, lands in the snow. Oh my god!
I just looked down at you and I'm like, that wasn't no hour.
Goddamn blasted fool.
I'm saying.
It was 20 minutes.
Next time it might be 5.
20 minutes of engineering ecstasy.
Oh, get yourself a white shirt.
Olaf got in there and wanked off on technology.
Wow.
So it's gone, but you start hear the chimes for basically that whole hour. You'll hear like the chimes off in the distance, and you swear once in a while you hear a seagull in the ocean water. And Olaf, also you saw that as it got the sand dropped, the spinning of that second thing started to slow down, and it was basically stopping on a number 6. The second thing slow, and it hit that one, and when it hit it glowed like that ghost rock green. So the other little rock. So as it stopped, it basically cling, cling. There was okay. We're going to number 6. It's at 620. So whatever that dial is goes to wherever location it's going to. One is where it's at. The other one is going where it's going.
Yeah, that's that.
Wow.
So there you go. It would have been interesting. You all were in there, or one of you, and it's like, okay.
Someone's from Mexico.
Yeah.
I just keep rolling ED12, and it's like, okay, you're here now.
Wow.
If I get 5 o'clock, oh, poof, there you are again.
Oh, man.
And it could be an hour, it could be a day. It could actually not work.
At all.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Jeez.
The line
Ask
happened.
what's his name? How often does this happen?
Oh, not too often anymore, it seems. Used to be maybe once a week. And then once a month. And shoot, we haven't seen it, what? Oh, I'd say 4 months. But it's only here maybe an hour, or maybe a little bit longer. But then, nothing. I've never seen a lion come out of that thing. Well, it was that weird bird. Yeah, there was like a red bird came out of it once. With real pretty feathers. It was a parrot. He describes a parrot, but it flew out of here. We tried capturing it, but it went off wherever. But yeah, I remember that thing. That thing was pretty. Oh, you already paid him or not?
Yeah.
It's like, we already paid us. We could have just said we got it. Dang, damn it.
Yeah, you're good until next time it shows up. Those goddamn wheels on it, dude.
They're like, all right, well, sorry about your horse. We'll take care of it. You know, everyone's calmed down. You put the horse out. But... Was everybody outside?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure after hearing gunshots.
So there you go. There was the gypsy wagon. So
Fucking lion.
I'm probably still sitting on my keister, staring at the open thing, and my mind, the gears in my mind is just.
You can go roll it one more time.
And my father Julius is going to look at you and say, "We ought to make sure that the kids stay away from that."
The privia's out here though.
I got it.
We'll make sure the back door is locked.
You're not sure. Maybe if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you roll one more time later at a penalty, but you know, it's kind of still. It's like, oh, what was that? You know, it's like that was an actual, you know, metaphysical time machine. You know, I'm going to teleport her.
I'm kind of just going over the details in my mind. And just get some paper.
Okay. Well, there's some inside.
Slap my hand
Bex
on
is
the,
going to get
slap-
first drunk and
slap
blow it
my-
out of luck.
slap my hand on the snowy ground and head
Bad.
inside, and I start scribbling and diagramming.
As you kind of come in, basically kind of sitting at your table, there's a big kind of fat fella, Irish looking, and he's got big mutton chops, and
take your aggression out.
he's basically drinking Bex's drink.
Oh yeah.
And he's basically pouring himself another one. He's like, oh. And as you can walk in, you see a couple other guys move back. You basically see
Oh, yeah, these guys.
another kind of rough and puff guy, like a huge guy. I mean, he's like
huge freaking
Mongo.
guy.
Yeah, he's like probably 4'12". Just all muscle. And there's another guy that looks kind of like him, like they're two brothers, but they don't look too bright, but they're big.
Kelvin is dropping off his.
And they look Polish, like from Western Bloc. They're kind of big like that, and they got the big heavy Cossack stuff. There's actually a couple Asian people. They're kind of trying to think of what was the great Genghis Khan looking.
Oh,
Mongolian. So yes, there's two them guys kind of standing. They're near the door. One's kind of walking back into the room as you guys are coming back in. There's another kind of like thinner guy with a two gun rig, and then there's basically this Latino guy. He's kind of well muscled. He's got a lot of tattoos on his face, and off the side around here. He's kind of tattooed up. Looks a little bit like a sailor almost, but he's kind of muscled. And as you guys kind of come in, the one at the bigger guy, he's got like the best clothes on, like a nice little fancy coat. And he's kind of drinking out of your glass back, and he's drinking. He's like, oh, there you are. Wonder what all that business was. And slams his thing down. And as you kind of come in, they all kind of like stand up, like they're kind of just preparing. But you roll your scrutinize. All you guys can. If you have keen, you can add that.
10.
11 for copper.
Okay.
So,
if you beat a 7, you notice the Latino guy sees you, and he immediately becomes uncomfortable. Especially you.
Do I recognize him?
No, but
It's not Mango or something like that.
no, not Mongo.
Mongo.
Mango.
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 Yeah.
No, but you can tell, and being a priest, or probably one, you can always tell that person who goes to church and is like, oh, I can't do this in front of a priest.
Yeah.
So probably that guy is religious or something, and he sees you. It's kind of that obvious, like, oh, that's a priest. So it kind of, you both notice that. You can tell. Yeah. So
I don't mind beating kids up, but not in front of a priest.
Yeah.
so he's the only one that looks uncomfortable. The rest of them are just kind of, they're all standing up. Except for Connor, he's just sitting there.
Well, I kind of go, I'm afraid we're closed, gentlemen. This ain't much of a bar anymore.
Well, I noticed that. You're really up the place here. Getting a good bit of coin in, huh?
Can't say I am, considering it just got built, and it's more of a, how should you say, church
Respectable.
facility.
What's that?
Church facility.
Oh. Church facility.
Bex is gonna walk up to where her drink was. Is the bottle still sitting there
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
She's gonna walk up there and grab the bottle and stare at the guy.
If you get up close, one guy goes towards his gun a little bit.
Copperhead's like,
The guy's, "Are you pull?"
yeah, Copperhead would.
Okay. Well,
They're threatening cops' place.
yeah, and that one guy's like fat. He sees you pull. You see you pull. Whoa! Well, now hold on. The one guy's like, you were faster than him, but he was still fast.
Yeah.
He's chewing a toothpick.
Let's hope he swallows it.
He's kind of eyeing you, kind of like,
Oh, he is? I'm an overrun.
oh, okay. Is that as a spear? You said
Yeah, you had
Yeah,
something.
he has. So you have to beat his.
Yeah. Is he gonna overall?
Yeah, he's got the stare too. So you beat 11.
Man, I was gonna use overall.
11.
So it's a draw.
It's just that. Oh.
Yeah, but he's eyeing you like, kind of looking at you. It's like you see that thing. It's like, oh, it's you, and then he's like, wait a minute, something different about you.
Yeah.
So he like moves that toothpick from one side to the other, like deciding like you ain't staring down. Like you can almost tell it's like, or you're staring down, but you ain't staring down like you used to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like he thinks
He
that
probably
you're
thinks
double.
I'm the doppelganger.
For a minute, yeah, he's like eyeing you out. Anyway, so you guys have that. Like, what? No, please.
Okay, Connor, the gunman, the Latino kid, how young or old was he?
He's younger. He's like
Yeah.
in his late teens.
Late teens, okay. And then
Two Mongolians
Two Mongolians.
and two big giant Polish guys.
Okay.
Giants.
So how many are there?
Uh,
Is the Latino kid the one with the 2-gun rig?
no, he's
Oh,
just
that's a separate kid. Okay.
yeah. Two Runger. There's that guy. Two one of the 6. So there's 6 in here. Yes.
Okay.
You're hauling the lion down.
I
You
took it down, yeah, and
You're putting on. You're getting your horse is starting to move, and you see that one kid that was in the door earlier talking to him. He's like, "Mister, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but that gang's in that bar.
all right, son, just go on. I'll take care of it.
I mean, they're in there. The
I
other
know.
ones are out front.
Okay, then. I'll go around back.
Is that lying?
I ain't lying. Yes, that's a line. You can come see it in a little while.
All right.
Give him a couple of days. Come back. I'll give him a
It'll
$1.
sting.
What?
It'll sting.
Well, I thought I took the lion into the. I was
No,
thinking
this
to
is
the-
before you're basically
Oh.
starting to leave.
Oh,
So you're already left.
Oh, I haven't left yet.
We just walked in the bar.
I'm like, yes, the lion. I'll give you $5. Stand here and watch it.
Yeah, all right.
I'll give him a bill and draw and walk in.
All right.
No, actually, I'll just chamber another bolt in the fucking Mauser. Be like, all
You
right,
probably went back on the horse. You probably get back out and you start
Right.
walking by. I'll give you a couple rounds for you to get in
all right.
there. But yeah. All right. Back where we're at. Okay. I was like, easy, gentlemen. No. There's no need for all this sort of violence. I mean, you're you. You know how you are. So I guess things haven't changed too much.
I kind of look at. I'm not him.
I think it's the real one, boss. He gets a little pale.
Well, I'll probably, if he gets a little pale, I go, "Nice to meet you. Too bad you ain't gonna be around long."
Why don't
You're
we
gonna
all
click
just
kiss Amber's back?
why don't we
I'm
all just
watching
calm
live.
down here like your friend Connor says?
He didn't look. He just eyeing you, and he's like, "Well, why don't we just put him away? Obviously, you can draw about the same speed, so you know."
I got a better idea. Why don't you all just step outside and leave?
Now that I can't do quite yet, there, preacher.
Oh, I do believe you can.
Well,
That's
anyway,
quite easy. You just turn about and walk your asses right out that door.
that may or may not happen, but we're having a conversation first.
You can have all the conversation you want, but I am not much of a listener for a 2-piece piece of shit like you.
Who's
A little less conversation, a little more action. That's what I'm saying. Hail to the king. Copperhead's like, yeah, I'll put my. Oh no, I'm not gonna put my guns away yet.
You see him like, and you can hear that glass in his hand cracks. He tightens on it like that, and he goes, "That's one. You get one."
I'm charging you for that glass, by the way.
You definitely ain't the same fellow who owned this place before.
No, that's because he's dead.
Good.
It's those other men that he used to run with. Those who didn't have enough sense to get out, and they could. And I'm giving you that same option right now to get out while it's good. To get out of here and to get out of Memphis.
I ain't leaving Memphis there, preacher.
You will be leaving Memphis. You'll be leaving Memphis on your own, or you'll be leaving in a box. And not a pine box, because we don't spare that much money for pieces of crap like you.
Just exactly how
I actually think it's 3. I'm not real
Yeah,
sure,
it's
but
3.
Just exactly how close am I? Since I went
You're
to
pretty
Red Flowers,
close.
I was right in front of the Irish.
You're on
Connor.
basically the other side of the table. He's like where you're at, and Brad. You're Brad. You're Connor, or vice versa. So
Okay.
a little bit wider table, but yeah, you could reach him with the bottle if you needed to. That's my point.
I was wondering if I could reach him with my leg here pretty soon.
You could too. And he's like, well, he kind of like throws the glass on the table, and he's like, all right. He kind of stands up, cracks his neck, and he's like, I was going to give you an option. I saw you were building some sort of a fight here place for the kids. I was going to have you go a little round with Hector here. I was like, oh, hey, boss, no, preach, man. Preacher. He was like,
Someone has a very good sense.
Yes.
It needs to run.
yes, definitely isn't any of you.
Got a better idea. How about you step into the ring?
Where's Lucius?
No, Julian.
What's that?
Why don't you step into the ring?
With you.
Why not?
All right. Hector's like, oh, fuck. He's like, oh, man. All right. He's like, and he's kind of like, yeah, that might be a good idea.
Father Baker kind of leans over.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. I'll tell you what, preacher. Now, I've been hearing church bells, but I realize right now those are your balls. So, if I win this here fight, the fisticuffs, we say to the fellas knocked out, or to first blood. What do you say? 3 rounds. Who's ever left standing?
For what?
I continue what I had going on here with the fella.
Sorry, no deal.
Well, you didn't even know what I was doing. I
I
wasn't
think
doing
I'd
any...
rather just see you dead. Because I know my man Frank here will do it.
The one guy dressed this thing on. I thought so. Nice to meet you.
Wish I could say the same.
Now that's not what I
Oh,
want
you do.
by any means. But you ain't giving us any choice. And you're not going to continue doing the things you're doing.
Well, you don't understand.
I do understand.
I only took a small percentage.
I don't care what percentage you took.
And,
And I'm stubborn.
As fuck.
I can see
Hey,
that.
I don't actually have the hindrance stubborn, but I'm stubborn. Because I'm old and I'm cranky.
I'm gonna have to leave, guys. I'm sorry.
All right.
I got-
Okay.
Well,
Gotta come into work early.
we can kind of leave it there. Well, let's just finish this up real quick, and then we'll get to a point where what happens. It's like, all right, I'll tell you what. This will be what it is. If I win, I get the water. You get out of here. If you win, I get out of Memphis, and I have to get out. What do you say? And you're like one of the big guys like, what? And then the other guy's like, boss. He's like, Oh no. This fella, I haven't had a fella with balls in a long time. Sure. What do you say, preacher? And if you go around your back, well, I got fellas who will take care of things one way or the other. But if you have it in the ring like a proper fella should in a proper fight, then sure. Street rights.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to give you an option once more. You can leave peacefully, or you don't have to leave at all. We'll drag you out. And I'm starting to talk with an Irish accent, so you're pissing me off.
And he's like, the one guy with the gunslinger.
Can I try to
like,
use a little bit of overall?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. I'll try it. It's not going
Copperhead's
to
over
work.
there
Well,
thinking, you don't understand. Cobb is so stubborn and angry, he hates his own God. He's mad at his own God. What kind of preacher's like that? Seriously.
He could put Jesus in the ring and he'd knock his piss out of him.
Look for your old man.
Yes. Of course.
Make a point to this dude.
Gotta be an 8.
Yeah, I'll spend a red chip.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Alright, it's a draw. He's like, alright. Like, they're all kind of getting ready to fight. He's like, you kind of do the thing. It's like, that's just a one-time offer, preacher. You're sure?
Same goes for me.
Alright, so we understand each other. I'll leave. But I won't be done.
Well, neither will we.
And I'll see you in the future.
I guess so.
He kind of
But I'm going to have new miracles by the time you come back.
he kind of snaps his fingers and starts walking out. And they all kind of start going back. The one Latino guy's like, oh. He looks at you as like, kind of
You
does
don't
that.
have to stay with him. You can make it your own way, boy. The only person a man has to be loyal to is God.
Father Julius says, and himself.
He says in Spanish, what you speak?
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
and
did
your
you
family.
say Spanish?
Yes. And he says, and your family. And
La
your
familia.
And I say back to him, that is absolutely correct. And I try and use persuasion, and I go, listen to me now, boy. Conan is going to get you into a serious bit of trouble. You don't have to go his way. Yeah, 5.
Okay. He kind of does that more. Just you know, Connor's looking at him. He's like,
Well, I'm saying that back in Spanish.
yeah.
too.
He says, he kind of says more in English. It's like, too late, father. I'm already damned.
It's
Yeah,
never-
but you kind of does that, but it's more showing. But you kind of see in his eyes, it's like not much.
And he goes, it's never too late. Most of these people here have always been the same way.
He kind of Hector's like, you can see him in church on Sunday. And he kind of grabs him by the nape of the neck and punches him out the door. The two big guys are the last two out. And then the one guy with the guns is kind of like...
Barton? No.
He just
Barton?
unclicks him and...
Yeah.
I heard farting.
The guy shits his pants and puts his guns away.
He looks around, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
All right.
Thanks. Thanks for tuning in, TikTok. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.
How dare you kill my horse?
Help some people set some stuff. Let's see here. Is that a basement you're gaming in? And right on. Heyo.
Bye-bye.
No, it's the Dragon's Den we're gaming in. Bye.
It's a basement.
Well, stay
It's somebody else's basement.